during Mercedes-Benz Street Days with exceptional offers on the CLA Coupe. Now through July 31st.
It's the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration, and it's not a celebration without you. With all the sights, laughter, and fun, everyone's excited. Everyone's excited. Come join this once-in-a-lifetime celebration at the happiest place on earth, only for a limited time. Visit Disneyland.com/70 ticket offer for details.
Halliburton with 5 across midcourt, left to right. Right wing crosses over bridges in the lane. At the foul line. Step back straight on two-pointer. Back rim. And in. The buzzer. Halliburton makes it 125-125. And we have overtime.
Oh, what happened last night to the Knicks? Oh. Good morning. You're on this one. Ooh, that's a fresh retwist. What?
The Knicks admitted their effort waned as they let
Fresh.
2-point lead slip in the final 3 minutes of regulation. Defensively, you lit off the gas.
Good morning, family. How you been?
Offensively, we were playing slower and more stagnant. It looked like we were playing not to lose. This was a total reversal from what we've grown accustomed to seeing out of the Knicks against the playoff. In the second round victory over
Early,
Boston,
I got work at 6:30, so I have to
three-level
be there early
comebacks in the
today.
second
Oh,
round,
hell yeah.
down to the fourth. Wednesday
Get it
night,
done.
slept
Get
with
it
our
going
starting
early.
signs was an entirely different experience. Jalen Brunson, who finished with 43 points but struggled to take care of the ball late, said as much. In the playoffs, when you win, it's the best thing ever.
The Knicks
When you
sold,
lose,
bro.
it's the worst thing ever. Now Brunson and the Knicks are
They
tasked
sold.
with regrouping so
Ah,
they
that
can
feels so
good
good to watch that. I'm sorry, but they've been gassing these Knicks up this whole time. And I told them, stop sleeping on Halliburton, bro. Stop sleeping on that dude. Stop sleeping on that whole Pacers team. Here go Knick fans. Man, that ain't nothing. We got this, bro. We'll see you in the finals. Oh, for real? Oh, that's how y'all talking? Greasy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Talk greasy if you want to, bro.
No, for real. I'm just go 10th, and then I'm gonna do like a little J on the side. I'm about to do that.
Jay on this side or this side?
Or, yeah, try to do it.
On Jay? Must be a female.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I told her I don't know, then she got mad. So I was like, all right, man.
She trying to brand you, man. Good morning, good morning. How you doing?
Amazing. How about you?
Not too bad, man. Not too
I'm
bad.
still go 10th though. 10th for 8.
10 fave.
They talking about that tush push.
And they was talking about banning that shit.
What you think? You think that shit is banned?
Uh,
Bro, I think that shit is straight football, bro. That shit is straight gritty football.
I
Bro.
mean, you gotta be able to stop it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. I'll come out on track today if you tell me all I gotta do is run 80 tush pushes to play.
It's not like any other team don't got the ability to run it.
Right.
But then again, not everyone got the Eagles O-line or Jalen Hurts back there.
Or Saquon.
Yeah.
600-pound squatter.
Yeah, and Hurts squad.
Yep.
600 pounds. It's crazy for a
Out there
quarterback.
going nuts.
How y'all feel about Genty?
Going to the Raiders.
Yeah.
You know, You know, we just sitting quiet over here watching. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm mad we didn't pick up Shador, but
Oh yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
yeah, I mean Tom Brady there and shit.
Yeah.
Probably would have picked up Shador.
I know, I thought so too, and then he tried to come out and say that he had nothing to do with it, which was cap, bro.
Yeah,
He had everything.
Yeah, why you lying, bro?
you part owner, dog.
Like, stop it, bro. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They trust you, know. Absolutely.
They trust
Pete
you.
Carroll being a coach, they trust you, know.
Yeah.
Walked in there and said, pick up fucking Shador. You don't think they would have done it? Quickly.
Facts. I was really hoping the Giants picked him up, though.
Yeah, I know he's a Giant fan. But y'all got Jackson Dart?
Yeah, we got Dart, but like, I'm not mad at that.
No.
But I like Shador, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shador ready made.
They keep trying him like he's not good, but shit, we gonna see though.
We're gonna see what's going on. Gosh, can't believe the Knicks lost last night. We're just talking so much shit. Oh my goodness. Lovely.
But they stay selling, bro.
Yep.
I thought they was gonna sell that Celtics comeback.
Mm-hmm. Over with. Tyrese Halliburton doing the choke symbol to him. Oh man, I wish I would have stayed up and watched it. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Fuck. To hear Reggie Miller talking about that shit right now would have been oh. Gosh, getting old sucks.
And they said he the most overrated.
That's why he busting their ass
Like
right now.
what, bro? They talking crazy when that boy name.
Ooh, said overrated. Okay, I got you, dog. Tyrese Halliburton on the ass right now. Ooh, I can't wait to watch it today. What time is it? Okay.
Wait, who played today?
Oh,
Who played today? Isn't it
The Thunder and Timberwolves.
Thunder and the
Yeah.
Timberwolves? Yeah.
There's gonna be basketball every day until like June 5th. Every day.
mm-hmm. That's right. Up until June, dog. We got until June.
Here they are. McVicious State. Long from New Jersey to the Mary Touchdown. Double ticket. New McVicious State.
Oh yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Electrified.
Newest news out of Mill Creek.
I'm tired.
They done made me a board member now. Kamari, good morning, baby. Board member. We upstairs now. Oh, appreciate that, bro. Oh, man, it's on involved. So, if you got some kids that want a future, you know what I'm saying? I could definitely sway a few things.
Maybe in the next 2 years.
So what now?
So maybe in the next 2 years, 10 years maybe.
Yeah. I think I'm in there for the next 4 years.
okay.
First is the wall. You know,
Bro, Halliburton going crazy, bro.
it's an emotional thing.
That man going crazy. Like,
I've been telling people he's good for the longest. They just don't want to.
Oh, and that's they won.
No, that was the
Oh,
time. He thought it was a 3, so he did this.
good.
It was a 2, so I went to overtime.
And then they
And
still
then they
won.
won in overtime.
Oh man.
that nigga's tough. That nigga's
Yeah.
tough, bro.
Oh.
He was trying to take the 2, and then Bridges knocked it out of his hand, so he just ran back and was like, I'm out to go shoot a 3. But it's cool, let me know.
I hope the Timberwolves win this series, bro.
I know, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
Shea, bro.
What's his name?
Wait.
Shay.
Let me go back. You said you want the Timberwolves to win this?
Yeah.
Nah.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I like the Thunder. I'm a Thunder fan, so it's hard for me to win.
Thunder fan?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's unfortunate.
But Shea just gotta play regular basketball, bro. Stop doing all that extra stuff.
Are we acting like Jalen Brunson ain't worse than him? At like I watched the full Knicks game and Jalen is doing pump fakes and he's like
Nah,
trying to fall
they
before and
definitely
stuff.
foul bait, and apparently that's a new skill.
Yeah, Shay kills me with that, dog.
But then he's still got a bag where he can get to
Nah, he
his
do. He
basket.
definitely got the bag. That's why it's like, why are you doing that?
Right. Because the reason I'm a Thunder fan is because of Shea. When he was on the Clippers, because I like the Clippers first.
Yeah,
And I was like, he's gonna be something. So we traded him and I'm like, what are we doing?
yeah.
Because he didn't do any of that stuff when he was on the Clippers. He strictly got to the spots and
Yeah,
he took minis. So this new stuff is kind of crazy, how he'll get to the line a lot. But he does get fouled crazy.
Like that first one, that first game, I was looking like, I don't know, man. He's tripping and falling all over the place, and he wasn't getting really fouled. And now he's MVP, so they really gonna give him the call.
Oh, he not getting shit once he get to Minnesota. He
Oh,
not
yeah,
getting
yeah,
no
yeah.
calls, bro. He might as well take that bag, bro.
I don't see though. I mean, I ain't got no dog in this fight. I would love to see Ant Edwards win. The reason why, because it'd be good for business. It'd be so many parties in the city you wouldn't even imagine, dog.
What?
Or the city gonna turn up for Ant Edwards. And he win a title.
Minnesota at that, bro.
Yup.
They need that shit.
That man is he is a, whatchamacallit, one of those guys, man. And Edwards, one of those dudes for the city, bro.
Nah, he is.
Atlanta got something.
Last year, now at the age of 26, he's your MVP. And how about the reject Brandon Dawson? He went up with 2 hands and trailing in 1.
Bro, I was really hoping the Lakers made that shit, though, bro.
Now you know.
Like,
Oh,
bro.
you know, that's my team and everything. And, ooh.
They're top heavy. It's like they're so top heavy that when you get down, you can't trust those guys in the game.
And we just needed for Luka to get his fucking fat ass in shape.
Bro, like,
He don't play no defense.
stop crying when you got traded. Like that.
Yeah.
Play basketball.
He's playing for the historic Lakers.
You were doing all sad because you got paid. I mean, that shit was fucked up, but
He did that on his own though.
yeah, like,
Had he would have stayed himself in shape, had he would have not been trying to drink beer all the time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think, Nico Harris was Kobe Bryant's good friend.
oh yeah.
That's why he looking at him like, you're not it.
Yeah,
brother.
it's like, do you want it?
Nah, it ain't even do you want it. It's either you got it or you don't, and you don't got it, brother. You show too many qualities to show me that you don't got it and you don't want it. when Kobe was my friend, and I seen the way he worked, blood, sweat, and tears for this game. And the way you doing it, no, we're not giving you 300 million. I'm sorry. Not no player in the history of the game had 300 million besides Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Luka. You will not be one of those. It just, you at least you know they. Even though I hate the Celtics, at least you know they ain't gonna cheat the game. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Luka, you drinking beer in the off season? Have you lost your damn mind?
I don't know what he thought this was. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
It's the NBA, dog.
This is hooping, bro.
I know you was playing professional since you was what, 14, 16?
Yeah.
Alright, nigga. Alright.
They coming at your throat, dog. When he first came in the league, he was dunking, doing all kind of shit. Now he got confidence. That's why they traded him. Oh, nah, bro. They had you comfortable over here. You think you're on the league. You talking to refs crazy and everything. Well, you don't go sit your ass down.
That, bro. I swear, every play, this team got something to say
To the refs.
Like, nigga,
No, it's the house. You gotta prove.
like, come on, bro.
Every play.
This house. It's the
I
one.
fuck with Luka, but
Speaking of one, Peter,
I'm not mad with that shit. So,
you
you
got
got
a
LeBron.
crispy strips.
You better do something with that.
Which means more double dipping opponents.
Don't look back and be hurting. The Thunder, though, man, I don't know if anybody gonna stop them for real. Crazy.
Yeah. I know they just a solid ass team, man.
Yeah, top to bottom.
They're a solid team.
What you want with the side right here? Good morning, good morning.
I'm gonna do the go-to.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
What a pleasure. Thank you for playing Meta. Please art. And then I would say,
Hey, Meta. Call my over here.
With the team ready to conquer the grandest stage, immortality.
Huh?
Oh, I've been on the patient one last night.
Yeah. We just talked about that. Yeah. Oh, man.
Jerry, near the Knicks for now.
I think the
The NBA
Knicks gonna beat the Pacers.
begin June 5th.
I don't know. The way they played last night, it was looking. I had picked the Pacers to win the series.
Really?
I think they take it on the 6th game. And that's being generous.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, Knicks are supposed to get that game won.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think Jalen got up to perfect if they want to have a chance. And I don't see it happening.
He played perfect.
He had 43 points. But in the fourth quarter, he took a lot of shots. But he started turning the ball over crazy in the fourth quarter, and that
The
really
fifth third better means they give 166.7%.
That's a real. The Pacers is a real team. They've been together for a while.
No, for real.
They were under the radar. I was not paying attention to them until they hit the Cavs. I love the Cavs.
With amazing
And they
scents,
whooped the Cavs'
healthy
ass.
ingredients,
Bro, 4-1? Come on,
quality
bro.
makes every day. Yeah.
They're such a team. They play together, and they don't care who takes the shot. They're gonna keep swinging the rock until the shot's nice.
They dismantled for real the Cavs. I did not expect that. I expected a long, drawn-out series. I didn't expect Pacers to take that one. I just knew Cleveland would have been in right now playing against New York.
Mm-hmm. Cleveland ain't winning enough, bro. They ain't want that shit. 4-1, bro? Nah.
Gentlemen sweep, yo. Wow.
Demonstrating sturdiness.
That's embarrassing.
Good morning, everybody.
And well, we're on comebacks. The Stars on their home ice down 2 heading into the third. Then an offensive explosion. The Oilers dancing to saw in that period. But there's no crazy like the crazy we saw at the Garden tonight. Pacers Knicks, let's pop the top on this already. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden, and this will be an epic. Due to time constraints, we move forward in the program into the fourth. Knicks up 3. TJ McConnell, dribble drive. And Jalen Brunson fouls McConnell. So that's his 5th foul with 10 minutes left in the game. Knicks with a timeout. Brunson has to take a seat. First Knicks possession afterward. OG Anunoby. Contested 3. Knicks by 5. Next Knicks possession. Anunoby gets it down low. Working down the corner. Off the window. Knicks by 7. Then they're up by 9. All of this happening off Brunson. A reject right there by Deuce Brown. Look at him get up. Pascal Siakam. Less than a minute later, Knicks up 12. Carl Anthony Towns. Baby hook.
That's a fourth quarter.
Next possession, Josh Hart. He lays it in. The Knicks on a 14-0 run after Brunson commits that 5th personal and takes a seat. 2 minutes left in the fourth. You figure this is over. Aaron Newsom has other ideas. Knocks down that 3. Gets it back. Hunting, triples. Spreading a little leg kick there to get it in. And then another leg kick 3. Neesmith just going nuts. And the Knicks fans are going nuts in a whole different way. Last seconds. Knicks up 2. Tyrese Halliburton backs up, shoots. He misses. No, he didn't.
Oh,
Through the twine. He goes over to Reggie Miller and gives him the straight signal.
oh man.
Unbelievable shot. He thought it was the game winner. It turns out it was the game tire. Halliburton driving. He's in the lane. And ripping off and he backs up. And unloads a 3.
Where's his foot at?
Oh, his
Bro, Holly's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
There's the yellow sneaker on the line. Shades of Kevin Durant a few years ago in the playoffs, so you've got overtime instead of a Pacers
I
win.
fuck with underdogs, bro.
Yeah.
Knicks up 1. Halliburton jackknife,
Yo, this
takes
man is a
contact,
bucket.
gets
What?
the ball to the rim. And then,
Look at that ugly ass dunk shot.
Yeah. When he missed the dunk, that's when I turned the game off.
the Knicks come back.
Early in the game.
Brunson loses it. Still Knicks ball. Brunson wants one to touch it. Look at it again. No, it's not Pacers basketball. Reversed on replay, and then
It won. They call it a foul?
Yeah,
I
that
hope
is.
so.
Yeah, that had.
preferably a triple. Brunson step back.
Oh, sir. Not Holly, buddy.
Carl Anthony Towns barely brings the floor to the rim. Then there's a scramble. Ball's loose. What's happening? Off the Knicks, Pacers ball. With a fraction of time left, the Pacers with a miraculous Game 1 win in overtime.
boy.
138, 135, the final.
Aaron, how the heck do you guys keep doing this over and over again in the playoffs?
We're just a resilient group. I say it all the time. We just never quit on a fight. And we got a special operator. We've shown all year that we can win in some mysterious, weird ways, some funky ways. We got to do it in the playoffs. I do it at the end of the season. So we just figure out ways to win, and really proud of this group for that effort.
I mean, the playoffs when you win, it's the best thing ever. When you lose, it's the worst thing ever. So, best way to deal with all that is to stay level headed and making sure we have each other's backs. Obviously, I believe in the finish the game. But like I said, like you said, tomorrow we have to all strong and get better and making sure every day we can get obviously just fall short. But it doesn't. We have to really perform, make our corrections, and then we got to change focus, and we have to go to the game, and that's all we can look at. Take this point and turn down and make something.
Tyrese Halliburton's been the clutch player of this postseason. He's now hit a game-tying goal shot in the final 5 seconds of regular season, including in Game 5 against the Bucks and Game 2 against the Cavs. The first player since 1998 with 3 game-time and go-ahead shots in the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter or 13 in a single postseason.
You know what I'm saying? Look, if the win, it's late in the game, of course you go down 14. Raise your hand if you thought this game was over.
I sure did.
I'm gonna say this is what's up, but you can also confirm that, yeah. The fact is the Pacers not only came back to force overtime, they came back and won this game. How do you describe what we saw?
For me, that might be the greatest stand-up I've seen in the NBA playoff game.
We used to cut hair greatly before the invention of pencils, Alan.
The Knicks really had taken control of the game with their defense when Jalen Brunson out of the game and just fit back. So what happens? Somebody's going to have to get out. And he shot 53% from the three-point line, so he certainly played as a three-point shooter. That doesn't begin to describe what he did in the fourth quarter of this game. You know, repeatedly just hunting shots. First couple, he was over now the Knicks. You can see that one point out. He falls. Literally, he had to keep the ball in his hands. But he still was getting loose. So he's seeing what he did. He eventually stepped
5,000 subscribers now.
into the game for Travis Halliburton. Great action.
So you can't get to overtime and Halliburton should have that shot. What did you see as a
Yeah. A year or two? Oh my goodness. And so Mr. Beast, he was doing his thing. He didn't have many views and shit like that. Yeah. Man, next thing you know, that shit started blowing up after like year 3, year 4. So, one day we will be one of those dudes on YouTube where you know. This 360 Jeezy and all of them. Man, nobody is consistent as old man. Out in the studio. Episode after episode.
And the reason I bring it up, 29 seconds to go, 5-point game. There was a play to win when Siakam was calling for a foul and only to try and get a football. They call foul Siakam. Without the challenge, that's 2 free throws. The game is going to be over. The up 7, 29 seconds to go. Instead, they win the challenge, hit a 3. It's a 2-point game. And then they extended it with some missed free throws out of the Knicks. And, of course, the late game heroic. He held on to it. And it really, to me, changed
D3, good morning. BBB.
That's right.
Look, the Knicks, they let this one get away. They had it. Now they got to bounce back. How do they do that?
This is a massive gut punch because you really think on a night in which Indiana jumped them early, it could not have played a better offensive first quarter, but you look up at the end of the quarter, you're up 2 somehow because the Knicks were that good early. Second quarter kind of a shootout. Third quarter, and the Knicks started to take control of the game toward the end of the third quarter. You feel like you've done everything. You just survived a run with Jalen Brunson on the bench with 5 fouls in which you outscored them 14-0. And I think what it does is gives the Pacers the belief any circumstances they face now in this series, they're never out of the game, and there's going to be constant doubt on the part of the Knicks if they get another lead in the second half. There's no doubt.
This is going to be
This
good.
that we're going to be talking about when this series is over.
It's the kind of thing that eats at you. Speaking of doubt, we're going to look ahead to game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Why this man is doubting the Timberwolves. But now we're going to be one of the Oilers' stars. I see for this Western Conference Final. These guys are not exactly new foes. They met last year in the Western Conference Final. The Oilers won in 6. You know who was here to see this one? That's Scotty Scheffler.
Connor Bedard? Connor McDavid, that's right. I ain't gonna lie, man. If you ever went to a hockey game, you will be so surprised. It's crazy. Pandemonium going on. You wouldn't believe it, dog. It's so exciting to watch. You just, and the way you hear it, it's like, boom! You know what I'm saying? Then when they get to fighting and shit. Yep. Go to the Georgia Gladiators when they have another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hearing about this since I was in like elementary school.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you.
2 minutes later, it is another power play. This time it's Max Duchene's shot blocked by his own teammate. There's like, I got it. Both teams since 2019 to score 3 power play goals in the third period of the playoff game. That's how the Stars took the lead. 2-3. Or you thought they were done? No. The third shot deflected. Eric Sagan. That's a goal. Second of the night. The Stars outplayed the third. 5-2 in the third. They win this one, taking one 6-3.
Sorry. No, that's not what it is. No, Chad, I ain't been in here on y'all in a minute. No, this cut is not messed up. You know, y'all be talking so much trash all the time.
You give up
Someone really said that the cut's messed up?
That's what they were saying on there. Yeah.
Still blind?
Yeah.
Or was that one of the trollers?
One of them trollers, yeah. Yeah, nah, man. I'll tell you what.
You ain't got no life. That's your problem. You gotta deal with it yourself.
That's what they do. They try to talk a lot of trash. And I ain't been messing with them in a while. I just been cutting and been talking and been quiet. Ain't said nothing. But y'all almost got me to start speaking. Don't y'all start? Y'all said, that's messed up? Stop playing, dog.
It's too early in the morning.
Alright, so you talking crazy. Fuck.
People that be on Instagram talking stuff about stuff you know ain't true. Like, come on, you ain't got no life.
Yeah, this one dude just said, bruh, that lineup. Yeah. I know it. Everybody else gonna be here talking crazy. But we know it looked fine up in here. We know it.
How many views you at now? What's your views now?
1.4 million. I'm climbing. And we'll be at 5,000 subscribers today.
You started in March?
And January. Yep. So I wanted to be at 6,000 before the year ended. Or 5,000 before June. I'm sorry. 5,000 before June 31st. So we are right there. Right there where we needed to be. By the end of the year, we'll be at like 6,000. 10,000. I'm sorry. By the end of the year, we'll be at 10,000. And then it's going to snowball from there. 10,000 views, 10,000 subscribers, and it keeps, it'll keep doubling. Because that's how the algorithm works with YouTube. You gotta get to 10,000.
Indianapolis Colts owner and CEO Jim Irsay has died. The Steelers and the teams that Irsay passed away peacefully.
Whoa!
He did not attend the most recent owners meetings, nor was he in the team's draft room in April. Irsay became general manager of the Colts as a 24-year-old, working for his father, Robert Irsay, who was the owner of the team. His father died in 1997. Jim became owner at the age of 37 and had been there ever since. The highlight of his nearly 4-decade tenure came in 2007 when the Colts finally delivered a Super Bowl title to the city of Indianapolis. Irsay, not your typical NFL owner, a guy who played in a rock and roll band. He was outspoken to the point of bluntness, led the way on many league initiatives. Irsay fought addiction and rehab in 2014, and later started a foundation to raise awareness of mental health issues.
Oh my gosh.
65 years old.
Dog. He is the definition of a billionaire that could not control himself. 65 years old, billionaire, you got out of here early, dog. You left like 20, 30 years on Oh my goodness. They didn't say he died from anything, but look up. His for a long time he battled addiction. So when you become addicted to things, just know it cut years off your life, regardless on if you get healthy or anything. The damage that you've done is irreplaceable. Or irreparable, I should say.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly.
Man, that's crazy. You don't get to hear a billionaire dying like that. Not too often. They got the money to stay alive for forever.
That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
That's wild.
Big news! All you need wings and fries back at Buffalo Wild Wings with boneless and traditional wings. I'll need loads of them, truckloads of traditional, loads of boneless, or truckloads of both because it's all you can eat and I don't have to stop.
Great presentation, Tim. Could you email me the part about Geico? Make it easy to switch and save hundreds.
Oh, yeah. Got your J back here. Yeah. Yes, sir. Tell her we did right.
Of course they know your name. They just get you mixed up.
Done good this morning.
What's your name?
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Yeah, it's early, bro. It's 5 a.m. and you're doing shape-ups. Yes, bro. That's the beauty of this channel. We are the only one cutting hair. And you not appreciate that, remember? All right, man. No problem. Come on, Tone. Let's get it going. Yeah, we are the only one that cuts hair this early, this consistently in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So basically, North America, the continent. We are the only one on this rock cutting this early in the morning. There's got to be one. Little clip go. Right here.
If you're wrong, you're gone.
Yeah. I've been alright, man. You know, same old same. Living life. Loving life.
Come on.
Yeah. What about you?
Work, go to the gym.
Yeah.
Work, go to the gym.
That's it. Yeah, I'm about to restart today.
Come on.
I know I knew you, brothers. Did you work at, you go to, 24-hour fitness?
Oh, Anytime Fitness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I knew I seen you from somewhere.
I said I know him from somewhere. I just can't put my finger on him.
Yeah, I thought this is more than just him.
Yep.
You got people from all over, man.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, we done hit the sectors around here. We done hit all four corners of you know, what they call North Georgia.
You at GNC too, right?
I used to work there. I quit like a week and a half ago.
Good morning, good morning.
A couple years later, Katie with the Nets, another Game 7, almost hits a game winner to send the Nets to the conference finals, but as Katie said, my big-ass toe was on the line. It sent them into overtime instead, where the Bucks would win and eventually eliminate the Nets, and the Bucks would go on to win the title. Here's Jamal Collier with more from MSG.
Move over, Reggie Miller. The New York Knicks have a new day. Tyrese Halliburton did it again. He hit the game-tying shot to send game one into overtime and power another improbable Pacers comeback. Indiana was down to 14, 3:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. ESPN Wednesday gave the Knicks a 99% chance to win the game. But the Pacers began charging back thanks to 6 3-pointers from Frank Eastwood, whose ties an NBA record for most threes in the playoff quarter, before the Warriors. Smith said, this is what we live for. It's special. Just keep continuing to do it time and time again. We'll see if they can do it again. Game 2 on Friday. In New York, Scott Collier, ESPN.
And then the other NBA news, he had an MVP celebrating last night, and Austin Gomez Alexander officially owns the title. He was very high this season, and led this season. He has 68 wins, and now has been his claim to Russell Westbrook as the third player in franchise history to win MVP, but now comes the next task, winning the NBA title. Something the regular season MVP has locked down in 9 straight seasons. That's since Stockton, 2014-2015. And for Giannis thrived by winning the MVP in NBA history. But if you go back even 25 years, you still only find 4 players who've done it in the same season. Steph, LeBron, and Tim Duncan, and 6. And it was not surprising for number 7 because yes, SGA is a problem for the Timberwolves side and it's a problem for their defense. You think that it's actually an offensive problem. Can you explain?
Yeah, listen, Minnesota completely got away from their identity as a team. They shot 51 threes in this game. There was not any balance in their offense. Typically, they're going to get ton of points out of Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle. They're going to get offensive rebounding. Rudy Gobert. Somehow, some Jeremy Daniels is going to slash and make some baskets in the paint. None of that happened. They had no fast break points in this game. The pace was too slow for them to play against the half-court defense as good as OKC's. They've got to figure out a way to have a little bit more in their offense in the first 5 seconds and 6 seconds of the clock, make or miss. Get the ball up, get into attack mode earlier, and obviously Anthony Edwards has to be much more aggressive. 13 shots, he's only done that once in the postseason, and that was a blowout win against Golden State when he was on the bench. 13 shots in a competitive game when the team needs you to have a run at some point. And the ankle could have been a factor. He wouldn't need to it. I give him credit for that. He doesn't have excuses. I get it. I think it was a factor. Let's see how he is in game 2. He has to get 18, 20, maybe 25 shots against that defense. He's the one guy that can go down.
The zero fast break points. That's it. Anyway, game 2, Thursday. Also next tomorrow, if we lose first, how do you think? Well, that's good. John Walker has a little rush with the Gardens. Now, even though the building got shaking very much, we got a call from New York on how the Knicks bounce back from that stunning loss. And in less than 10 minutes now, the drama ramps up. Barring towards top plays, currently just a few.
A beauty-less mattress gives you unparalleled motion separation, isolating movement with our popular coral technology, while providing individualized support for every sleeping position. People at their best get their beauty rest for 100 years.
It's for you. Do you like it?
Look at that.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Come on, let's go. I said go. Let's go. Silly dog. You trade you for a kid. Red Bull gives you wings.
With the taste of white peach. The new Red Bull Summer Edition. With and without sugar.
It wasn't the late night shooter ones, or the tournament trips. That's not what got me here. It was the love they showed me. It's like giving back and pass it on, you know? Because it's the assist you don't see on the Howler Wheels.
Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's 5:26 a.m. Pacers beat the Knicks. We are waiting for Unsportsmanlike to come on.
I'm pro ball Alonzo Ball, and some people say I got big hands.
Big ball just dropped. Get blue balls this season with buzz balls.
I've always had this acute awareness of how short life is. And I never wanted to be at the end asking myself the question, what if? We're here to learn and grow and follow our curiosities, to try new things, pursue dreams, and then rise up in the face of adversity, maintain that momentum even when things are tough. But only then can we fully experience the shine. And that's what glory is all about.
Remix your snack with Oikos Remix.
Okay. That's a perfect mixes with another look. Teams that are down 9 and they're in the final minute of fourth quarter overtime, they don't win. They never win. They have never won. There you go. Underneath to go. Pacers down those 9 points. Aaron Neesmith just went ballistically this week. 8 of 9 from three-point range. Had 6 threes in the span of 4.5 minutes. Set a career high with the 8 threes. Tied a career high with 30 points. All of these cuts the Knicks lead to 2. It would be 14 with 3 minutes to go. You see the 6 threes. That's the most in a quarter in NBA postseason history. But they're still down 2. Tyrese Halliburton comes in, goes out, the ball backs up the rim, and comes right down in a swish. And immediately, I don't know if it could be premeditated, but he went to the Reggie Miller with Reggie. They're doing the game.
Wait for 30 more minutes to see Unsportsmanlike.
So it's only good for 2 points. And this one is tied up and heading into overtime. But clutch nonetheless. We've seen this from Halliburton before. Here's what he had to say about the celebration.
I was sick. I was just hoping, I was like, man, I gotta make sure I didn't waste the celly. I knew that celly would be needed at some point here. And I was like, man, I think I wasted it.
Initially ruled Knicks ball here, but Rick Carlisle made 2 winning challenges very late in the game. It's overturned. Pacers with possession, and the former Knick, Obi Toppin, throwing down. Pacers up by 3. They're buzzing a 43 in this game. We need a few more. Trying to equalize it, but gets nothing on that shot. Rebound. Cat barely grazes the front of the rim. Then there's a wild mosh pit down there. Who's got it? Mikal Bridges? No, it's off him. Pacers ball. Pacers win in overtime on the miraculous comeback. They're down 14 with less than 3 to go. And there it is.
Yes. 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 Damn it. Yes. Oh, man.
We're used to seeing this from the Pacers this year. The comeback started in the first round, trailing by 7, finally win 2 against the Bucks. They went from down those 7 to a first-round series win with a blitz of points late. Talking semis against the top seed Cavs. Down 7, Halliburton says no, sir. Step back 3 to steal game 2. Indiana ended up winning 5. And then game 1, the conference finals. I'd say it's a comeback to the ages, but it's happened 3 times already. Since 1998. No team had 7-1, we're trailing by 9 in the final minute until the comeback Pacers look to the end. NBA senior on the team, Valentine's was there in the building tonight. Charged with a daunting task of banging that game up in a nice tight package. Tim, Pacers are like a league, very hard to kill. How do they keep winning games like this?
I mean, that's the real thing looking back at this game, David. There was about 2 minutes ago, the Pacers were down 8, and I'm telling you, a couple people next to me said, are they going to do this again? That's because this is now the 3rd time this team has had a comeback from 7, 8, or 9 points inside the final minute of a playoff game in the last month. It had hardly ever happened in NBA history before. Coming into tonight's game over the last 27 years, there have been 0 wins in the last 1,414 of these games, and the Pacers won it. And how do they do it? Because they relentlessly wear down their opponents. They're playing at a frenetic pace all the time. At the end of these games, Tyrese Halliburton said they're almost like a college team because of how they stay together as a group. The amount of time they've played together, credit the front office for keeping this group together. So they have belief that they can come back in these situations, and they just continue to relentlessly wear down their opponents. And you saw it in this game, just like against the Cavs in the second round, just like against the Bucks in the first round. The Knicks were forced into making a lot of mental mistakes, missed free throws, cost of turnovers, etc. But the Pacers still have to take advantage. Aaron Nesmith hit a bunch of big shots. Tyrese Halliburton obviously had the crazy step back. And now we're sitting here, the Pacers having yet again made history and given themselves home court advantage in this series.
Yeah, all credit to the Pacers, unbelievable comeback. But the Knicks had them, and they let them off the hook. So where does that team go from here?
Well, David, the Knicks just did this to the Boston Celtics in the last round, right? In both games 1 and 2 of that series on the road, the Knicks were down by 20 points and came back and won. And that proved to be the difference in them advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. So the quest now for the Knicks is to come back Friday in Game 2 and not allow that to happen to them. And look, if you're the Knicks, you look at the first 45 minutes of this game, there are a lot of positives you can take away from it. Jalen Brunson got whatever he wanted, just like he did in this series last year. Paul Thomas had a phenomenal game, thoroughly outplayed Miles Turner. Mitchell Robinson came off the bench, had a massive impact. One of the keys in this series coming in is whether Indiana can keep him off the boards. They have no chance of doing so in this game. So if you are the Knicks, you look at the tape of this game for those first 45 minutes, there's a lot to look at and say, we'll come back on Friday, get Game 2, and even this series up in a game apiece. But these are the kind of games, David, that we just saw in that last round, but the ones that can really bump at you going forward. If the Knicks don't win this series, you know that all summer long they're going to be thinking about those final minute of this game and how they let this one slip away.
And get a chance to get even with the Pacers a couple nights about these videos for regulars.
Number 8, Orioles. Bulls right Mountcastle to left center. That's where Isaac Collins wasn't there. Got there. Diving touch. It's a pain. It's an Oriole winning.
College baseball, Georgia Southern, Coastal Carolina. Coastal's blading payday. Tracking, zoom in, camera guy, and nothing but net. That blading payday. The concentration, Coastal wins it 8-1.
Number 6, Pacers. Siakam goes up for the jam, and you're like, yes, this is great. No, it's not what we like. But I see it, and I'm going to block it. I would say this is it for this game, but we all know what's going in the field.
Don't tell people. Seattle knows. In fact, nobody. This is Seattle's Joe Galea. There was one person out there. Yes, really. Behind the foul ball, okay, good.
I mean, the weather conditions look less than ideal. Now the bats were in ways which the walker. This one out to center field. Meisner, he's cracking, rolling, guys. Stop, drop the roll. I really am one of those people who I thought this is going to come in my hand. Raise on an A block. Never had to use it. Probably isn't that.
Yes. Ground ball up the middle. And that's Brad Keane. Driving, starting to throw around. South Florida. Playing some baseball. Rory getting it done. South Florida looks real good.
Some of the kickoff number 2 in the Europa League final. United, Tottenham, United free kick into the box. Watch this stage. It's weird. Oh, and Mickey Manman. Watch it again. Miserable season for England. This has not been part of that, though, and they won the Europa League 1-0.
And as you alluded to, could there be anything else? Larry's Halliburton backing up, and then the shot backs up, it pops up, and he pops down, and there's a mass celebration. It's a game-time shot, but the Pacers go on to win in overtime, 138-155.
Matches design parallel mission separation, isolating movement with our pocketed coil technology, while providing individualized support for every sleeping position. People at their best get their beauty rest for 100 years.
At America, we're the pros that eventually make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us, with every part you need. From brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California, to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission, to keep business in big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
You know what you don't see in psoriasis commercials? The thousands of real people who go undiagnosed. People whose psoriasis can look very different depending on their skin tone. As the makers of Trimpai, we understand that everybody's moderate to severe plaque psoriasis doesn't look the same. So we undertook the first of its kind study of plaque psoriasis in every skin tone. Like yours, and his, and yours.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver damage may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Ask your dermatologist about Trimpai.
First is, I get it when I went out, and now I'm just going to
Just celebrate birthdays.
No sauce on this one. I'm good.
This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a smoker. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a sandwich. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a separate.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Okay, guys, instead of getting WeatherTech, I saved a few bucks and got some 2 foreign-made formats, but they really stink. So put these on.
Don't settle for cheap, stinky formats. At WeatherTech, we make our floor liners and cargo liners here in America out of pure, non-toxic American materials.
Dad, next time get WeatherTech. It'll stay.
Find out everything we have at WT.com. When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect.
More reasons to share. When you pull up with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
You're fighting for your opportunity to understand the top.
You might be dreaming of ending the drought. You might believe good things come in threes.
Two of the best teams each make for winning the Stanley Cup.
All that matters now is winning this game. The Western Conference Final, Oilers, Stars, Friday at 8 on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
Allen Gordon with file across midcourt left to right. Right wing crosses over Bridges in the lane. At the foul line. Step back straight on two-pointer. Back rim and in. Behind the buzzer. Allen makes it 125. And we have overtime.
How miraculous was it? Well, the win probability for the Knicks peaked at 9.8% tonight.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to hit the first couple of them, and then I'm going to just start going dark on it. Start bricking and airballing all over the place. I'll give you the first three of them, though.
After the dust
That I'm no good until the
collapsed
weekend.
the Knicks admitted their effort waned as they let a 14-point lead slip in the final 3 minutes.
There we go.
Defensively, we lit off the gas. The intensity and physicality weren't there, Josh Hart said. Offensively, we were playing slower and more stagnant. It looked like we were playing not to lose. This was a total reversal from what we've grown accustomed to seeing out of the Knicks during this playoff.
Cash
In the
up.
second round victory over
We can
Boston
call it.
alone, New York had 3 double-digit
Cash
comebacks
tag,
in the
we
second
can
half
call it.
and now they're the champions. Wednesday night's collapse, which left the Garden in stunned silence, was an entirely different experience. Jalen Brunson, who finished with 43 points but struggled to take care of the ball late. In the playoffs, when you win, it's the best thing ever.
Isn't right
When
here,
you
yeah.
lose, it's the worst thing ever.
Which one you see? Yeah, at Ferdinand, yeah, we the
So
colony.
they don't find themselves with
You
the
seen the
worst
colony logo
heading to
there.
Indianapolis down 2. With the Knicks, Chris Herring, ESPN.
All right, take a look at this. The Pacers recorded their 30 games postseason.
Appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Have a good one. You too now. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
Teams are now 4 and 16.
Mark, could you cut down the beard on this side? I think it's flaring up a little bit.
Flying up a little bit on this side. Alright. I'm gonna hit both sides. What you want? 3, 2? What you want on your beard?
As long as it's even, I like how you got it even on this side.
Yeah.
Blend. Sweet.
Same
old thing on the other one.
It was a 22 to 10 vote in favor of no ban. So in the immortal words of Sultan.
Any play that's out of the ordinary gets some extra scrutiny just because of the competition in there. That's the fun part of having these meetings. And here we are, the world champion is the main focus of the tush push. And here we are debating it and having to decide, well, I'm really against the tush push or just don't want Philadelphia to have it. I sit there and fight that too. Smile when they're making a presentation. I don't know, I flip-flop. Some of the owners and coaches, that the reason I stopped playing is because of the tush push, and then I got hurt on the tush push. I'm just going to answer any questions people have about my taking in this play. I'll tell you this right now. I'll come out of retirement today if you tell me all I got to do is run 80 tush pushes the first day. He's been on the bottom of the guard pile 8 times. His former team leaders have run the tush push 108 times over the last 3 seasons. That accounts for over 1/3 of the entire NFL's attempts in that span. Philly also has over half of the NFL's rushing touchdowns via the tush push. The only other team in the now is Buffalo with 11.
And even social media team in the World Championship today, they responded to the ban with appropriate and some very helpful choice. They looked at stage, they thumbs up, this on the t-shirt. Here's the Olympics head moment. Here, but they used the players.
Tyrese Halliburton in the nick of time to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. The Pacers, they're at it again. Sports Jones.
Your kid's out of school, right?
Oh yeah.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday was the last day.
I creeped up on me. So much drip. I thought I was gonna be in school all week.
Yep. Oh man, they gone. They done, man. And now I get to start training now. Today I already planned. I'm gonna try to take my 9,000 to 17,000 steps. Yep.
17?
Yeah, 9 to 17,000 steps.
You know what? You somehow going to the park or something?
Nah, I just walk around this neighborhood. I just walk. I just get right there. What is that? Like, you know how when you're getting ready to enter the driveway? So I go right to the base of this driveway and I walk around the whole neighborhood. Cul-de-sacs and all.
How many miles is that?
That's about 1.5 miles, this whole neighborhood. So if I walk around it like 4 or 5 times, you know, each mile is like, what, 5,000 steps or something like that. So 3 to 5 miles, I'll get my steps that I need. Get some good music in there and get the walking. It'll take me about 2 to 3 hours of walking, but I'll be good. I just need to drop like 15, 20 pounds.
I got lazy myself, bro. About Brian to get
Yeah. I gotta be ready to train with these boys. Run that stadium with them.
Apartment community level, unit level. How often is the exact unit you're going to be living in? But you've got recognition in the silent. Hello, guy. Apartments.com. A place, to find a place.
Hey, dude. I can't wait to cross back to Buffalo Wild Wings with boneless and traditional events. Holiday loads of truckloads of traditionals, boatloads of boneless, or truckloads of both because it's all you can eat and all don't have to stop.
Welcome to the show. The one with unimaginable power, unreal stuff, and endless entertainment. Your young travelers with big speed, big swag, and big personalities. My God, welcome to MLB's Best. Dodgers Mets. NLCS rematch on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
Can't go? Discover new Barbershop liquid gel. Reactivate your natural gut rhythm overnight.
Everything else to do the job right.
Switch one and done.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. Capella University is an online accredited university, so you can be confident you're getting a quality education on your terms.
Back on SportsCenter with the comeback kids.
This program is doing everything in the power to make sure we don't leave.
Despite
She's
trailing
on
by 9 in the
No,
final
great.
minute of the
Okay.
fourth quarter, the victory headlined by
Made us board members now.
the shades of red
For the football?
Mm-hmm.
No.
They're upstairs now.
There's the group
Ah. So is it like, is it just for like high school or what is it?
Nah, this is for the youth program.
Youth program?
Yeah, I can go up to the high school if I want to. But I don't know if I want
It's not a big deal.
to do that.
Church is in the right where he wants.
Damn, I didn't know they had a board breakfast for football. That's what's
Oh,
up.
hell yeah. That thing pull in a little bit over $2 million a year.
There you go.
Yeah. They pull in a lot of money, man, for the football does. And I mean a lot. You gotta think the season only 4 or 5 months. Not even. We got 8 games. Full season is 2 months. In them 2 months, each program must stand to make about $1.5 to $2 million.
Man, that's pretty cool, man. So you sit on the board of directors. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all right. Get the titles up and say, huh?
You know, titles don't stop now. So you retire, sure.
Yeah.
That's the title I ain't looking forward to. I'm good with that one. People like that R word, not me. I want to hustle till the day I die.
Man.
I'm trying to sit on my ass.
Right. And rest. Alright. That's why, yeah, I gotta get in shape. No choice. Football got about like a week off. After that, we all at the stadium.
Big showdown and SGA getting Jason Tatum on the chase down block, pinning it against the glass. Thunder won that one 1-5-9-2.
March 15th against the Pistons. And just start Thompson gone. Knocks down the three. Made 4 though. Shot 17 of 26 and this one 48 points. Thompson is not even in the game anymore. He's like, it's on me. Thunder won that one 113-107.
SGA, 5th in MVP voted 2 years ago, 2nd last year, now at the age of 26. He's your MVP. And how about the reject? Brandon Boston left with 2 hands, and Shea only needed 1. The 106-88. Finish strong, Nicole. Take it home.
This is the best players MVP season, January the 3rd. Knicks and Thunder, 14th straight win for the Thunder. SGA did that to Josh Hart. Got him to go. And then he just spins and in. I don't know if he's on ice. I don't know if he's on skates. 33 points for SGA. 117-107 win for the Thunder.
I haven't seen it. Should. But the Valkyries trying to get their first win of the season. Get it to Caleb Thornton. The clean and run. How about that? That shot there, the Valkyrie win it by 2 to pick up their first win in franchise history. It's not Valhalla, but it's a spot.
I haven't seen it. Good. Is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Here they are,
McCrispy strips. Long, tender, juicy chicken made for dipping. Or rather, double dipping. But why stop there? Keep going. New McCrispy strips now at McDonald's.
With Chase, you can get a debit card for your kids' independence and parental notifications, so you can keep an eye on how they're using it. Sounds better. Control for parents, freedom for kids. That's family banking from Chase.
Do they think we're so dumb that we'll just fly into that bug
We might crawl on the top.
And now this works.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely go to the top. I was just getting the like the sides. It's a little bit sticking over that I ain't like.
Let me get
So
you a
I
cold
gotta
one.
make sure I eat
Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the
real
country.
good.
The locomotive technically invented in Buffalo, the city, so it's not Buffalo, it's dry. It's what's really good.
So Memorial's on Monday then, huh?
Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, I believe I get a Monday off, so that's the only reason why I know. I'm be sleeping in.
Sleeping in real good. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why my wife talked about she off on Monday. Okay.
Good.
Everywhere off on Monday, huh?
Memorial Day, yeah, good.
I'm gonna do this. I'ma just be working out, man. Back down.
The Cheesy Bites Pizza, starting at $12.99. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle any
Car,
and save.
Yeah, I would call it motorcycle or bundle stick. So I breakfast anytime.
So could you get your music?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It's cheap. Just give me
Hard to get on the money.
Oh wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there?
Hey, it's a challenger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to figure out something. Yeah, to take these kids back and forth. I do want to test it. So I ain't gotta buy any gas no more.
Nervous about the weather?
No, it's the house. We got three of them.
Right up to the crib.
Don't stress.
Yeah.
This house, it's the water. Speaking of the room,
I don't even know how much it costs per month for a person.
When I was doing the schematics, it looked like it was like $600 or $700 a month. So it ain't too crazy. Yeah. I mean, of course, the bigger the down payment, the smaller the bill. So.
You want to buy it or leave?
I didn't know. I didn't know if I wanted this. You know what I mean? Like own it outright. I mean, I would love to give it back, but then depending on how many miles I drive, I might not be able to lease it back. So yeah, I might be in the runnings to buy it. My daughter got to start driving soon too. So I'll let her drive a little Tesla or something. Super safe car.
Slide to the right. Slide to the right. Crispo. Cha-cha, Rusco.
Seal it with a slide.
So I figured, because we wouldn't have to buy no gas no more, man. That would take, that
With
would
amazing sense.
not necessarily take a lot off of our,
How long do you
off of the bill. It'll take some off the bill for sure.
What feels better?
Go spend $1 at the charging station. Yep. $1. I mean, it's connected to your account though. Like, so when you plug up to the Whistler card, it's already connected. Everything's connected.
ESPN News will have a special insight cast with Avatar Shot Charts, virtual thrilling replays, and immersive analysis of highlights.
At bare minimum. Bare minimum.
OKC releases series the game one win countdown to
That's definitely a thing.
Yep.
No, but you lay hands on it.
Demonstrating the sturdiness, the ability to really properly push the ball.
$2,700.
A year, right? Bare minimum.
Because let's be honest, we all need a minute to process what happened again. Pacers Another wild comeback by Indiana. Tim Legler's going to help us. Process it, understand it, all in seconds.
And while we're on comebacks, the Stars on their home ice down 2 heading into the third. Then an offensive explosion. The Warriors dazed and confused after what they saw in that period. But there's no crazy like the crazy we saw at the Garden tonight. Pacers next. Let's pop the top on this already. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden, and this will be...
Got me a coffee.
You on your way to work this morning?
I'm up home.
Beautiful thing to be able to work from home.
Chris can't give Kelvin with you. I'm sorry, what? What happened last night? The New York Knicks blew a 17-point
Yeah.
with 7 minutes to go. They blew a 14-point lead with 2:45 to go. They blew a 9-point lead with under a minute to go. And the Indiana Pacers, for the third time this postseason, came back from 7 or more in the final minute of the game to win 138-135 in overtime to take a 1-0 series lead over Nuno, our producers, New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Good morning.
It's a good morning for us because we're not Knicks fans. Nuno, how we doing? Wellness check.
How do you guys think I'm doing? Like, truly, how do you think I am miserable? More than normal. Because it's like, let me preface by saying that. I tried to go to bed last night. I was angry. I woke up this morning angry. I'm still angry. Pat walked in here, made me even angrier. So, yeah, how do you think I feel, Canty?
Not great, but your pain is our entertainment. And we're in the business of entertainment because we have a 4-hour radio show every morning. So.
Yeah. Nuno, should we run through some of the numbers to illustrate how improbable this Pacers win was? Maybe that'll make you feel a little better to think about what an outlier it was?
Go ahead, Smalls. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can't get any worse. Maybe.
Maybe, we'll see. Well, let me read you some of these numbers. So, the Knicks, when they were up 14 in the fourth quarter, their win percentage peaked at 99.8%. You were at 99.8% win probability in the fourth quarter when you're up 14. Okay? So, entering yesterday, teams that trailed by 9 points in the final minute of the fourth quarter or overtime in the playoffs, which is what the Pacers won, they were 0-1,414 since 1998. 1,414.
Maybe just like have a numbers. It's hard. And now?
And now?
They're
1,414. That's how improbable it was.
This is so. Keep going.
No, that's it.
There's more.
I know, but you told me not to stick to the
You're joking. You're stumbling. She's not allowed to make fun of you all of a
Oh,
sudden.
you can. You definitely can.
Keep going. Give me more.
Go ahead.
I don't have more. You have them in front of you.
I don't think we need to.
We don't. We don't need more.
When it's 1,414 times and no one's ever come back the way that the Pacers did last night, I think that hits home.
Nuno.
Not great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys want. This was so bad. That's Justin. He was running the...
You know we're on the air.
That's fine. It's a wave. I'm just having a... No, it was bad. And, like, there was just moments in that game, you know, as Canty is texting the group chat where you just know it's going to go sideways, right? There's as great as Jalen Brunson is, like, there was a couple turnovers that... Pat, stop looking at me. There was a couple turnovers that, you know...
You're a mess.
I am a mess. See, this was a battle. Horrendous loss. This was a really bad loss.
Nuno, do you think perhaps, as I suggested, the Knicks and their fans speak too soon?
The fans, okay? This wasn't the fans, because the players said everything, the right thing throughout this whole time. So, it wasn't, that has nothing to do with the fact that they choked away a 14-point lead.
You don't think maybe they felt a little comfortable, took their foot off the gas?
Well, okay, that's a different story. Yes, that part they did, and the players said that. I think Tim said that after the game as well, that they slowed down a little bit, and they weren't playing with that pace and constantly attacking.
And Nuno, we haven't even discussed this, the dagger, Tyrese Halliburton hitting you with the choke sign. How do you feel about that?
Also, I want you to save it for the game winner, not actually forcing into overtime, Tyrese.
You thought it was the game winner. That was a bad job by him then. The Stones by Tyrese Halliburton to have a clear path to the rim and say, nah, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to the three-point line and end it right now.
Yep.
The confidence in that moment. We keep talking about how clutch Jalen Brunson is. That dude, Tyrese Halliburton, we need to put respect on his names in terms of one of those guys that always comes through, has the confidence to take and make big shots.
Yep.
Because that's a shot that's hard to defend, not only to the media, to the fan base, but that's hard to defend by your coaches and to your teammates in the locker room. But yet Tyrese Halliburton didn't shy away from the moment, tried to call game right there in that moment, but you knew when that shot went in, even though they waved it off as a 3 and called it a 2, that it was going to be all Indiana in overtime. They had all the momentum on their side. You're talking about the Pacers in the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds of regulation, outscored the Knicks 18-4. It was unbelievable. After Aaron Nesmith hits the first couple of threes, you would think that the Knicks would try to run out there to the handout with the closeouts, but they didn't. They kept letting him shoot. He kept making it. In clutch time, the Pacers made 7 threes, 6 by Aaron Nesmith. That is absolutely inexcusable. You talk about taking your foot off the gas, the Knicks got on the car. It's an absolutely embarrassing performance, and it will go down as the Aaron Nesmith game, one of the greatest performances that we've seen in Madison Square Garden. Right there with Jordan's double nickel, right there with Steph Curry's 54, right there with LJ's 4-point play, right there with Willis Reed's game 7. It is going to be the Aaron Nesmith game. That was unbelievable. I enjoyed watching every second of that game. Now, I hate it because I feel like it was a bad beat in a lot of ways. If Karl Anthony Towns and OG make those free throws at the end of the fourth quarter, maybe we're having a completely different conversation, but they didn't. The Knicks left the door open, and Indiana sprinted through it.
I thought Steph and Clay were great. I mean, Steph hit the final shot and Clay's hitting. Oh, that wasn't Steph and Clay. No. That's what Halliburton and Nesmith were last night. The Halliburton play at the end of regulation, when he did, as Paul mentioned, he showed some, when he's dribbling backwards, that's a Steph Curry play. Only Steph Curry is allowed to get away with that because of who he is, and Halliburton did it where it had the bounce on the backboard, Kawhi-style bounce up against the Sixers in the playoffs, and then went in, unbelievable. And then Nesmith is Klay Thompson. I mean, Game 6, Klay, Oklahoma City of 2016, right? When he was unbelievable against KD. It was ridiculous last night. The guy had 31 points, including 6 threes in the fourth quarter alone, 20 of his 31 in the fourth quarter. I mean, this is insanity. I think we now have to ask the question.
Appreciate it,
the
yeah.
team that
What time you work?
7 or more in the final minute 3 times.
Damn, bro, you scared the shit out of me just now.
Evan, the last 2 weeks on this show, we've been asking the question, why is nobody talking about this Pacers team as a squad that can win the Larry O'Brien Trophy? Everybody was talking about how great of a story it is, the turnaround, what is it, 43-17 since January 1st, how they figured it out on the defensive end of the court.
What are you doing, dog?
They've got better in that regard. We know that they are one of the best offensive teams.
Are you trying to end it all?
But Indiana actually having a chance to win it all. People brought up the Knicks. People said the Wolves. People said OKC. You know, nobody thought the Pacers, even though they made it to the Final Four, was a team that could actually get to and win the NBA Finals. I think people are singing a different tune this morning after what they saw in Game 1.
Oh, no doubt. But I think that's because so many people don't view Tyrese Halliburton as that star, as that guy. And he's been saying it.
2000.
He said with the Reggie Miller choke last night after the shot. He is telling you, you guys can doubt me, you guys can doubt us. Keep doing it. I actually think it's a comfortable position for them to be in. When we rank the players,
12 or 13.
absolutely have to get it done.
Because they faced Kobe and them when he was with Denver. And that was in the early 2000s, like 2006, 2007, 2008. Kobe had to get through him and Carmelo.
For crying out loud. And they haven't even won a game in the Eastern Conference Finals yet.
Prime Carmelo. When Carmelo was on Denver, Iverson was on that team. Kenyon Martin, Marcus Camby. Yeah. Huh? What you mean?
How did they lose?
What you mean? How did they lose?
They had Shaq.
God. Yeah. Why we keep trying to tell folks, man? Shaq had Kobe.
Right.
Kobe ain't have Shaq.
Right.
Shaq was the one that was out of shape.
Seconds to go in that game against the Pacers. Jalen Brown hits that corner three, and away we go. The Boston Celtics steal game one on the way to
Tell just a wagon.
the Indiana Pacers.
That's him, Shiza.
Indiana found themselves on the other side of it. And Smalls, you're having this conversation about
He knows,
Tyrese Halliburton,
like,
and
German.
it doesn't really feel like he's the guy. It doesn't really feel like
Shiza.
Indiana has a guy. We had similar conversations about the Boston Celtics and who the lead star for that team was throughout the postseason last year. Maybe we're in a time and space in the NBA. We don't need to have the lead guy. We just need to have a few guys that are willing to make big shots.
Good boy.
And that's exactly what this Pacers team is. I mean, think about it. We talk about Tyrese Halliburton. We talk about Aaron Neesmith. We didn't
Boy,
even
you
get to
stink
Aaron Neesmith.
like a dog.
Balled in overtime.
Oh,
I mean, you talk about that dude scored, 7
oh, it's springtime now. Oh, yeah. Going into summer, you know what that means. That means you get a bath this coming up. Give him a bath when it be warm outside. I don't give him a bath when it's cold outside.
Who was Aaron Carter?
Aaron Carter?
Yeah.
That sounds like he died. Entertainer. Backstreet Boys. One of the Backstreet Boys' little brothers. Yeah. Overdose.
Nick Carter,
Yep, Nick Carter, yep.
Points in the first quarter count as much as points in the fourth quarter. So when you're talking about big shot,
You know, a lot of the stars, man, they overdose, man.
Yeah, but the pressure is different, man.
No question.
The pressure is different.
They tripping, bro.
It's not the same. The pressure
They
is
said, give me a few $1 million.
the points count the same.
Watch how I don't overdose and stay here a lot longer than I'm supposed to.
The pressure, the moment matters. And Indiana has guys that in those pressure-packed moments, they will take and make big shots.
I just think this Indiana team is insane. They're so abnormal in their ability to do that. 7 or more points. Give the stat against Smalls. The team's got 9+ in the final minute of fourth quarter overtime since 1998. The record going into last night?
0 and 1,414.
And now?
1 and 1,414.
Oh, Buford built the stadium up? The new one?
Yeah, man. It's the talk of the city.
No, for real.
It's the talk of the state, for real.
62 million.
Yeah, bro. For that stadium.
62 million.
Yeah,
But the city still look old.
That's what I'm saying.
You hear me? Like,
Yeah. He said, you hear me? Like,
old as dirt.
that is real, though, dog. Y'all really can't stand Buford for real, bro.
Wow. That is a beautiful stadium.
It is, though.
They made it like Bishop Gordon, whatever that school is called.
That's why I told AJ, you gotta make that stadium your bitch, dog. You can't ever lose in that motherfucker. Because if you go and play for them, it's gonna be a given that y'all don't lose there. But if you play for the arch rival and you never lose in that stadium, it's a completely different monster.
The Christmas strips now at the top.
People say they better be #1 every year. I'm like, that must
They're not gonna be. Milton gonna tear that ass up again.
A lot of their players graduated, didn't they?
Yeah, Milton gonna tear that ass up. Believe you me.
Debit card for your kids' independence. And parental notifications, so you can keep an eye on what you're using. Still on budget. Control for payments.
They got everybody in the chokehold, and I just don't believe that they shit is real. You ain't played the biggest competition out here. All your championships is 2, 3, 4A.
Robin Ice Cold Coca-Cola.
We up here at 6 and 7A up here. Since they done came up here, they ain't won not a goddamn thing.
Do you think this stadium is better than Gainesville Stadium?
Yeah. At Buford Stadium. The only thing that Gainesville got is the indoor. Basically, they can always play no matter what because they got that They got an indoor, not necessarily indoor, but they got a roof over their stadium, or not over their stadium, but over one of their practice fields. So, and then they got a press box and all of that. But a Buford Monster ain't no joke, man. It's a lot of slave money over there.
Slave money? That's crazy.
Money that was built off the backs of slaves for sure. You see what Buford look like? You been in Old Town Buford, haven't you? All those older style homes? Those are plantation homes, brother.
We're in downtown or that area you're talking about a week.
You go Hamilton Mill, hit Hamilton Mill and go down. All the way down. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about follow Hamilton Mill all the way down and just take a ride through there. Got an old little market over there, you know what I mean? The railroad tracks is over there. You know, that's the railroad tracks is where, you know, railroad tracks in your city that let you know that it was some real slave shit going on around here. For real. If the railroad tracks run through your city, dog. And I've been here for over 20 years. I've seen what it used to look like. Can't even imagine what it used to look like 30 years before that. So, yeah, man. A lot of old money over there. Yeah.
New money over here.
Oh, yeah, a lot of new money over here at Mill Creek. You know, so what it ended up happening, what I found out was something had happened between the inner confines of Buford. Two rich people or whatever before Mill Creek was started. And two rich motherfuckers didn't get along no more. And one of them kept Buford, and the other one said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to start my own program. And that he did. And it became Mill Creek. On the other side, right over here. Hamilton Mill kids had to go somewhere for school.
Is the second one worse, the Halliburton one worse because the Reggie Miller exists?
Because he immediately went to the imitation of Reggie. He did it.
It's like kicking someone when they're down.
But he did the choke exactly hand motion wise the way that Reggie did. Like Reggie, very specific way of doing the hand motion, the choke sign. I think he held one hand to his throat and held the other hand to his wrist, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Halliburton did something similar. Like, you didn't just do the one-hand choke. No, it was both. Right. It was the both-hand choke.
Why don't you ask Pat? He already tweeted that GIF at me this morning.
Oh, yeah. New Yorker not feeling good right now at all. I will text New Yorker. Matter of fact, there's supposed to be a New Yorker here this morning.
For Knicks fans, because you haven't been able to find success since then.
Well, no, because the Knicks won that series. Like, that's the part that...
We're talking about banners, you know.
I just see you moving a goalpost.
Nuno's so distraught after the loss last night. He's trying to relitigate 30 years ago.
Yeah, so they may have... Okay, so, but like, small issue. You're going to fight what she just said. The whole theme of the Knicks is that, like, they're finally doing something they haven't done it forever.
Yeah, we're not just trying to get to the Eastern
Got
Conference.
three. Told you. Next one gonna be off though. 3 in a row. Overachieving now. Yay. Yes, sir.
But they lost that series.
The point is that what CC set up and Smalls is saying is correct. The Reggie Miller attachment, him calling the game.
We gotta take that off the top. We're just getting.
That's an impossible situation.
Temper?
Yeah,
You're calling that game. People immediately think because you're a pacer, you're biased. So we can't be like over the top excited for this wild ending because it's like, oh, he's so biased for the Pacers. Well, like, it's kind of a hard. He should be biased for the Pacers.
What time does Ray have to leave?
She'll be getting here soon. She just got down here and went to the bathroom.
I know, and that's fine.
Good to go.
Thank you, my brother.
So, you cutting on Tuesday now or no?
Mhm.
Are you up? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, kids out of school. Yeah, I'll be good to go because I'll be working out every day now that they're out of school. 2 months to get right.
All right, brothers, you have a good day.
All right, you too. See you later.
The Knicks got lucky and went into overtime. Kevin Durant somewhere sitting looking at the screen like, why couldn't that be me? The Knicks got fortunate to get the game to overtime.
Say Kevin Durant ain't got nothing to do with none of this.
Bro, that drive is crazy. It's not crazy, but like,
What, to work every day?
Man, bro, I had to get a beach pass, bro.
Oh yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do. So you can hurry up and get to work.
And then, you know, we started doing clothes again because we got a big conference coming up in June.
Mm-hmm. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I met somebody. I met a dude that got the power to get me my barber's license fully and make me a barber instructor.
Really?
Okay. So, shit, man. I didn't know if it would be smart for me to start thinking about opening up a business around here, start teaching folks how to cut, so they can get, get
But
right.
Here, listen to me and listen to me well. You are becoming a foundation of your own in this city. And when I say that, you'll give people a option to not just look at trade routes or that, it is a trade, but it's just like you can open up another version of Maxwell. It's only students that can get into Maxwell that can do that stuff, that can leave in the middle of the day. You opening up a school, you can get young people
to start cutting.
Yeah. Like high schoolers or you know what I'm saying? Because that Maxwell starts in high school. Get them to come to your school or get them to come there, and then that could be government funded. You don't gotta look for, you know what I'm saying?
It's a whole other animal now.
That is, because once the government funds you, and then you know what I'm saying?
It's right now.
You play your cards right, bro. It's over with.
I was just thinking on the small scale of teaching my homies.
Hey, that too, either or. You know what I'm saying? They could come early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like if they want to, and the kids can come.
Somebody gonna have to close the shop.
Yeah.
I'm not closing the motherfucker if I open it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
Because as Amnius is getting ready to go to school, what's up, mama? Whatever. Oh, as Amnius is getting ready to go to school, like I can start building the other side of life. One part is working out, but the other part's got to be money. You know what I'm saying? So if we can do it like that, then maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe we may start something that stay around here for forever. You know what I'm saying? That'll stand through the test of time in our community.
You can stamp that, bro.
Yeah, because a homie told me, he said, man, because I told him about my situation with Frank. He said, sound like some bitch ass female shit. He said, yeah, nah, man, we got ways and ways in getting your paperwork. He said, man, I'm a barber. I got my license and I'm a barber instructor. So that means I can teach people on how to cut hair. Not only that, but I can get you your license and your instructor's license.
Right,
I said, oh shit, dog. So I'm dealing with the real deal here. So just let me run over this one time with this 1.5. Just let me run over one time. Thank you. Make me feel better.
What's up, Rich?
With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left and you're up by 14 and you have
Me
a
feel better.
98% win probability.
Rich is in here? Rich, what's up? I wasn't even looking. Yes. Remember, this is Lucky Sevens. Lucky Sevens. Colony super member right here.
But it really does feel like this is an impossible one to figure out.
Yeah, so that's like what I'm really thinking of. You know what I mean? Like, it's really because like, well, my mom going through this fucking breast cancer and all that shit. It's been, I'm like, damn, dog, like, I need to be able to have something out here. You know what I mean? If I wasn't gonna have no house or buy a house out here and make it my own, I need to at least have a business out here.
Comeback or collapse? We saw something last night that, as Smalls mentioned, we literally have never seen.
Yeah, see, let me take a little bit of piece off of this. See, it's still 1.5. Yeah, man. Where are you?
Bro, stop eating stuff. Strip on the house, man.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
Unbelievable comeback by the Pacers or collapse by the
We'll go back to regular dog food.
Oh, good morning. Hey, it looks a lot better in here than yesterday, huh? It was deep as hell in here yesterday. Deep.
Nah, because it was like, what threw me off was it was 2 cars outside.
Right.
I try to fight through that. As soon as I open the door,
Yeah, it's all them eyeballs
like,
looking. Yeah, with you. Right. Crazy ass dog. Yeah.
I knew it was graduation day, but I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. And then what time I get, like 7 something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like all the rules of the game, like
didn't matter no more.
Didn't even matter. It was just like.
So you know that graduation day, they was pounding, man. I ain't finished until late yesterday. And you know, yesterday was my day off.
No, so
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'll cut something early in the morning. Yeah, that's when it slowed down.
When it slowed down,
Yeah, so when I'll just be like, anything that hit me up, if it's not you, or if it's not something that's gonna come through super early,
right.
I don't be taking the spottiness, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I'm good off that. I'll push it all until Thursday. Man, yesterday I had a full damn roster like shit. Well, no day off this week.
Little things that add up to something big with the power of LAI.
Not this week, maybe next week we can find our day off.
Delivering wins that change the game for everyone.
No sauce, right, Zach?
Yeah, not for that office, bro.
Okay.
Man, is SGA trying to like?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Alright. He played good. Don't get me wrong. He got the skill, he got the talent, he got all of that. I just don't like the league. Like, it's him and Brunson. The way they always trying to draw fouls, bro. Like that extra shit. It gets on my nerve. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you're good enough to not do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they've been doing that for years, though.
They have. But he just...
You know who started it, though?
Who?
Sometimes
Your boy.
it takes a different approach.
LeBron? That ain't my boy. Kobe, my boy.
They've been doing that from back, like, you know, like if your shot, especially when your shot ain't going,
Yeah.
you gotta find a way to get to the line.
Yeah.
But then when your shot is going, you gonna get the, like.
Yeah, you gonna get the little extra.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like, I respect bro's game. Don't get me wrong, because he's slick. Play like Kobe. He's like a Canadian version of him. if that makes sense in any way. Like, he don't got no...
Some of his highlights, his handle was just a little bit, like...
Yeah.
He got that jerky kind of like...
Yeah.
You can't be, like, all the way on him like that.
Nah, you can't. Because he gonna bump into you.
I'll take that back. He plays like 2016 James Harden. He was
There you go.
Foul.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But James Harden was hitting way tougher shots than me. I'm sorry.
It's just that he gets
It just look different though.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Of course he is. Is Dak Prescott gonna make them contender?
That is trash. Right.
Why you don't like regular food on bro, man?
I don't know what the hell wrong with this dog this morning. Boy, tripping.
You
Bruh.
eating strings, bro. What you think gonna happen?
I don't know what's up with all right. Kids get to get out of school. This shit work just starting for us.
Really?
Well, I'm saying for everybody that got kids, they know this is when you got to go to work now. When your kids is out of school because they at home all day. So that means what? We got to go get some goddamn on groceries. School ain't there to feed the kids no more. It's on us for 3 months.
She leaves by 7 or before 7?
Huh?
I have parked behind. That's what I was asking.
You park right behind her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did on this line here soon. Maybe I could fade it. I mean, like right behind her to where she can't get out.
Probably not.
You said no? Not the way you park.
In particular, Washington and the improvements that they're making. And let's not forget about Jaden Daniels. Let's not forget that this guy is of the caliber of player that really is getting the kind of talk surrounding him that Patrick Mahomes got when he was a rookie, when he had his first year starting. He's having that kind of impact on this football team, and we can't discount
Jaden
that.
Daniels is
We just
fire,
can't.
man.
Yeah.
That California kid came through. You know? You gone already? Oh, I didn't know you were 30 minutes down the road.
Yesterday, we gotta open 15 minutes early, or we gotta be there 15 minutes before open. I'll be late today.
We are unsportsmanlike here on ESPN Radio. ESPN2. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. Choke or collapse? Last night, 8-8 say ESPN. Pacers beat the Knicks 138-135 in overtime. Tyrese Halliburton with 31. Aaron Neesmith with 30. 8 of 9 from 3. 20 points, fourth quarter alone. 6 3-pointers.
Crazy.
Knicks were up. But those people that are waking up right now or don't know the details, when you hear what I'm about to give you, factual information, and then Smalls has the big stat at the end of this, you're not going to believe us, but this is true. The Knicks were up 17 points with 7 minutes to go in the fourth. The Knicks were up 14 with 2:45 to go in the fourth. The Knicks were up 9 in the final minute. Teams down 9 plus in the final minute of fourth quarter overtime since '98. Lost.
Heading into last night, Evan, they were 0 and 1,414.
Wow.
That's right. 0 and 1,414. And now they are 1 and 1,414.
Small says collapse. CC says comeback. I say I'm torn. Convince me and take a side here, ladies and gentlemen. Richard in Ohio, watching on ESPN2. Morning, Richard.
Good morning. How you guys doing? Glad to have you on.
Thanks for joining us. What do you got? Collapse like Smalls or comeback like CC?
Well, I'm disagreeing. See, that was the biggest choke job of them all.
Break it down for me. What you got?
What did you say? They're free. Take them. Make those free throws.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the part that's inexcusable. But I can't help but think about what the Knicks didn't do in terms of taking advantage of those opportunities, in terms of trying to get stops on the defensive end. It was uncharacteristic of who they are as a team. The Knicks don't typically play at a pace when the teams are going to score a combined 270 points. That's not who they are. But last night, that's exactly what we saw. And you just kept thinking, if they play at that pace and they don't focus on getting stops on the defensive end, if they keep trading buckets with Indiana, eventually, because Indiana is the deeper team, the Knicks are going to run out of steam. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm looking at those missed free throws at the end of regulation by Cat and by OG Anunoby, and I'm wondering, is that a product of playing Indiana's game? Not necessarily, having the gas to finish off the game to close out game one on your home court. That's going to be something that we have to wonder, as we move
Knicks probably come back and still win the series.
Does the pace,
Possibly, but them Pacers, man, they've been together for a long time now. Maybe like 6 years now, something like
We
that.
said heading into this, whichever team
4
controls
to
the
6
pace of
years.
play is going to win. And we know that Indiana has a lot of depth and they wear teams down. Remember yesterday I said I picked the Knicks in 7, and the more I relitigated that, I didn't know if that was the right play, because if it goes 7, I think I have I think I feel better about Indiana in that spot because of how they play and the depth that they have.
All right, so quickly now, I'm giving you a redo. That never happened. Where are you going? Knicks at 7 or last night changed? Last night, such a demoralizing loss that it changed you. Brunson's face at the end.
Yeah.
Stunned. Like I've never
Whoever should have won
Brunson
that
is
series.
all-time classy guy.
Oh.
All-time, great player.
That was game 7, huh? Yeah.
They should have won that
You would have
series.
seen Kobe and Vince Carter in the finals.
That's what they're
The
supposed to
Liberty
be.
season opener on Saturday against the Aces, which they won by the way.
Vince
And
and
they
never
got
got
the
back
Braves,
neither.
They raised the banner as a resident
Never
of
got
Indiana.
back. Vince never got that deep in the playoffs again.
I brought it in today to remind New York that there is a banner that was hung in their city recently, just in case another
Or
one doesn't go up.
he played for the Nets.
In North Carolina.
I don't know if he played for the. I don't think he played for the Nets when they went against the Lakers. I think that was Kerry Kittle.
I'm assuming he's a Knicks fan and miserable today. Sorry, Brian. Hello, Jamal.
Hello. Good morning, guys. So, I think it was a joke job, and I think the Knicks are.
Oh boy, here we go. Cursed season. I like it. Why?
What's the curse? Yeah, we need to know that.
We're in cursed season. Let's
I love
go.
it. I said this, what was it, Tuesday? We need more curses back in sports.
It's cursed because of MJ. When he took that 2 year off, they had a chance when the Knicks went to the finals against Houston. They never recovered and never will.
So the curse of the goat in a different way?
Interesting. That involves survival as well. I don't understand how that would be a curse, but I'm into learning more about the MJ Knicks curse.
You don't have a theory about the curse.
No, the Pat Riley curse. It's the Pat Riley curse. If you just had taken John Stokes out of that game 7, who was 215, and put him on the block, I think you would have been all right, but he didn't do that.
Rolando Blackman. Good luck trying to
Exactly.
Cooper Flag. Is it actually the Cooper Flag curse with the Knicks somehow? Robert in Chicago watching on ESPN2. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. How's everybody? I love the show. My comment. If imitation is the greatest form of flattery, then Boston Celtics should feel extremely flattered today because the Knicks pulled off a perfect imitation of the Boston Celtics. Giving up by a bunch of points and waiting for the other team to fold, and they didn't.
That was interesting last night, and me and Lee Smith and the other players talk about it. We're just going to keep playing until the buzzer sounds. We just keep playing. We have the belief in ourselves that we can come back. We've done it before in playoffs past. We did it this postseason against the Jazz. We're just going to keep playing the game and see where it takes us. 3 minutes to go. There's still enough time. We're not out of this thing. To have that type of mental fortitude, to have that type of mental makeup collectively as a group is damn impressive. And to me, that's a sign of a well-coached team. When we talk about it coming into the championship rounds, Rick Carlisle is the only one that's won a title out of these coaches in the Final Four. And I can't help but think that pedigree and imparting some of the wisdom of what he's seen throughout the years in the NBA, especially this time of year, played a factor in terms of his team believing that they could actually get that done. Because a lot of people talk about, hey, we're going to play every play, we're going to play every play. Don't pay attention to the scoreboard. Just focus on execution. We hear that kind of coach speak all the time. But we realize that players are human, coaches are human. They don't necessarily believe that they can actually come back in that situation. The damn Pacers did. And they had the gumption to pull it off. And you think I was going to use that word as well? But yeah, like it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that they had the ability to actually pull that off. 7 threes in the final 5 minutes of game time in regulation? That is incredible.
And how, as a player, CC, how does that impact your rooting for? When Tyrese Halliburton hits him with the choke, and then you go on to win the game, what does that do for you if you're in that Pacers team?
Confidence comes from demonstrated performance. I think it has an impact on Indiana, don't get me wrong, but I think by far the bigger impact is going to be on the New York Knicks psychologically. Because at that point you realize, man, ain't no lead change. We was up by 17 with 6.5 minutes to go. We were up by 14 with 2:44 to go. And we couldn't win the game. I think that's the
That's because when you see a run like that, you gotta get to the free throw line.
Got to. Gotta get to the line. If you don't, boy.
Yeah, you gotta steal points, bro. Can't just sit there and just keep getting popped.
Boston was never comfortable, no matter what their lead was. That's going to play a role moving forward in the series.
I feel really confident, man. I know we all know each other really well, and I really know Smalls pretty well. And I said to you, you are teetering on a tape. I can feel it.
What's the tape?
You're teetering on me. Do I think the Knicks are done from this game last Wednesday? I could see it because I could just feel it. I'm like, can any humans come back from something like that? And now they don't have home court.
Well, think about it.
You're teetering on that tape.
The Pacers couldn't come back last year after their game 1 collapse against the Boston Celtics. They got swept in that series. Now, I'm not sitting here predicting a sweep. I'm not sitting here predicting a sweep. But it feels eerily similar in terms of how game 1 in the conference finals played out last year versus what we saw last night.
Well, and you just referenced it. I know they lost Jason Tatum later in the series, but the Celtics couldn't come back from what happened in game 1 of the series prior.
Teetering. Take teetering.
Man, Cam was different, bro.
Just take teetering.
She's getting there. It's like she's getting there. It's percolating.
Dirty, the Knicks are
It's percolating.
Different talk.
I'm laughing at yourself there. I tell you, there may be a new bet, though.
He's still picking up more guns.
The Pacers live bet.
Man, it's ugly right now.
That's the good part of the day.
It's just that the Pacers are losing.
If they're losing by double digits,
I'm glad the league is banned in this place because I don't care if they get there.
Yeah, man. You gotta figure out a way to stop it.
We saw last night between New York and Indiana. The placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customer, how about this? You get $100 on bonus bets when you make your first.
I'm like, they been pushing for years. They just like making an actual play. So that's why I'm like, why? Like, they been doing that. That's the part of the game.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I sure will be using that with AJ. I sure will. I'm gonna put the biggest players. They're gonna be on the line. AJ gonna be behind center. I'll see you later, mama. I thought you was already gone. I am going to use that with AJ because it's already hard to tackle him. When you got folks pushing him in the back and then a whole, phalanx around him, it's going to be hard to tackle him. I don't even know what to work on first. This boy. I don't even know I'm so excited that it's summertime. It was workout time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we can go here. We did feet last year. We can do strength. We did core as well. I'm like, boy, there's so much stuff that we can build right now. Feet work is there. Footwork is, we're going to get some of that in too. But I really want him to get into that defensive line class. where he really started learning moves for real. Make you completely unstoppable.
Just repetition.
That's it. Alright, so you got 2.5 hours to get to. Well, 2 hours, 2.25.
I'll be straight.
2 hours and 15 minutes to get to work.
You better work hard.
Bucket.
It's a wrap. It's gonna take about 2 hours.
I never imagined being one of those guys that yeah, because I always had a problem with time. And it ain't even me having a problem, appreciate it. That's 4 in a row, y'all. It ain't even me having a problem with time. It's my stomach in the morning time. That's the problem with me. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, I'll see you later, fam. Later more.
Alright, bro. You gonna have to hit me with a zzz, right?
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay. So you got to be out of here too. Everybody got to go to work this morning. Then I got all my stuff back too.
Okay.
I went and spent like $80 on some supplies. So we good to go. Right after everybody leave today, I'm about to get mine. Start my workout.
Yeah, you say you back in the restaurant, right?
I've been doing pretty good. The only thing that's messing me up is when the wife get off of work and we get to eat and whatever.
Right.
But other than that, though, I'll be pretty much straight. I do what I've been doing, but instead of me working out for like 4 hours at a time, I'm not gonna do it like that no more. I'm gonna probably hit, hour and a half on the weights or whatever, and get as many sets as possible.
Me?
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, get as many sets as possible, E, and then I'm gonna go out there and get my walk on.
Right.
Hopefully I can get my 10,000 steps, and then after that, step back in here and sit in this sauna like I used to.
Right.
So I do
That
that.
sauna helps, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know it helped like that.
And that sauna sweat it out of you, don't it?
Yeah.
Get it out.
I was reading something like, not saying that people got diseases and stuff, but like if you do got any kind of illnesses, like it gets all that, like it.
Yeah, the sauna get it out of you. Like it really, it sweat out all the stuff. Like the only thing that I'm worried about is that first time when my body start getting rid of all the toxins and how it's gonna make me a little sick.
From like a protection standpoint?
Well, no, just when your body starts getting rid of a lot of toxins and everything like that, you come under the weather a little bit because a lot of shit in your bloodstream and your body getting rid of it or whatever. So I haven't sat in the sauna in like 2 years now. But I ain't sat in it since Buddy died. Football player.
Right.
I know you know who I'm talking about. I forgot his name. But he had a brother that played football too. But they found him in his home personal sauna. Gone, bro. Ain't
Fell asleep?
I guess so. Fell asleep in there and didn't wake back up. It was off because it's a timer type of thing. All the saunas be on the timer.
Yeah, I went one day, it was like extremely hot. Like, it was always hot, but this was like extremely. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do this.
Yeah, man.
It was like it was kind of like choking you kind of hot. Like,
Like you can't breathe at all. That's like extreme. Me, I cramp a lot too, man. So when I be sitting in the sauna too much, Like, it won't happen when I'm at the sauna. It'll happen when I come home and sit down and relax. And then be the worst cramps. Like, it lock in, especially when I'm asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Lord have mercy. If I stretch in my sleep, it's a lock like it ain't no tomorrow.
When I was a producer for a long time, I used to categorize numbers by sport. NFL, MLB, NBA, etc. So like I know, I'm very smart because who's going to do yes, I'll be like, we need a football guy, let me go through it.
If I don't even recognize the Rockets, like, it's so
Yeah, everything going on with us right now is it's like a total rebuild. But we actually looking good in our rebuild. It seems like we can do something. Let's see what Gentry got going on, man. Is he what they say he is?
Yeah, they gonna load the box though too.
Yeah. They gonna load it on us for sure.
Licking your chest.
If we weren't putting together a radio show, we would never have any communication ever in life.
That's right.
That's what I just learned.
So Gino like gonna have to find some people to. They gonna have to get open for him.
Oh, them is big facts.
So if there's a parentheses,
Big facts.
not friends.
Because he's not the quarterback that can throw you open.
The other day where someone texted me was like, "Hey, Schultz, we haven't hung out in so long. We gotta get together soon." And I hadn't saved the number, and I didn't know who it was, and I didn't want to circle.
It was so funny yesterday. I get to work, niggas hitting me up like, "Oh damn, you ain't got no cut, bro." I'm like, "Yo, like a nigga, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, yo,
you
I said I can't be crispy, nigga. Like, I know I kind of spoiled y'all niggas every week, but I'm like, yo, I can't like this is called the struggle, nigga. Like, yo,
He said, I can't be spoiling you niggas.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Oh, that's funny.
It was like niggas was waiting for me to come in there like without a cut. Like they just like niggas talk me out. Hey bro, everything good. Like you ain't got no cut. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, this is what it is, bro. I mean, this week, you know, it's a lot going on this week.
Yeah, cause I was off. I took 2 days off too. That's why. That's another reason why I'm coming on Monday.
Right.
So I tried to come in with the midweek, got slapped. Damn. Man,
that was. I see you come in here and look at everybody like, damn.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. It was bad. And what made it so like really bad is that I had early meetings, then I had back-to-back meetings with my boss, and that was 2 hours.
Oh shit.
And then I had an interview like with another job, so I couldn't leave work like I couldn't like dip out and try to get like a quick like nah.
Hey, boy, you stay having interviews with other jobs too.
Man,
stay on the hunt, huh?
I told my boy, I was like, look, I'm like the kids, and I'm in the transfer portal. Like if you don't, it ain't no more. You don't pay me, bro. I'm trying to keep moving too.
Facts. Always in the transfer portal.
I'm in the portal.
This is interesting. So I have my son's
basketball. Good morning.
He's a wonderful man. But I have the parentheses because when I first put him in the thing, it was mainly for, you know, my son doesn't have a phone. So
yeah, I'm about to walk in the day, they're gonna be like, okay.
There you go.
He's back. He's back. I'm supposed to be going out of town this weekend. I was gonna wait till tomorrow so I can make it fresher, but then I'm like, nah. This shit been itching like shit.
Yeah, so it's time to get it on off now. Yeah. I understand.
And he was like, man, I got some new shit. I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
yeah. You know, I definitely went and got the supplies. Make it, you know, spray correctly and everything, man. It's going. So look good today. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Canty says, Knicks ain't losing. Relax. And I say, if they do, we're taking that text. I'm glad we stopped there because there's nothing. And then there's a lot of turnaround. You were warned that the text was going to be late. Yeah, but then I apologize to Bruno on the group chat after that. What did I say?
I'm sorry, Nina.
Thank you. But you're not. Like, that was so how do you know the sincerity of my pockets? I know.
Put this guy named #1 school in the country. Number one high school in the country, Buford.
It's Michelle Smallman and it's explain. Relocations before they say that as a hashtag or specification. How many Chris Candies does Nuno know? How many Michelle Smallmans does
Yeah,
Nuno
don't play with them
know?
folks.
He just wants to make sure that even in this
Oh, money.
specific work box.
I mean, a bunch of old money. 63 mil is crazy.
Goldfish have short memories. You like goldfish? Unplug. What is this? Easy. And a really big touchscreen for the kids' gyms. And qualify for up to $7,500 in tax credit with the Equinox EV. Unlock the tech and the value. With the 2025 Equinox EV, America's most affordable over 315-mile range EV. From Chevrolet, together let's get out.
So what do you think?
I'm thinking, what Africa? Swim the whole time over the wine and selling and dress coming through the window. Wait, what is it called? Great question. Like everything. Takes a little time. Or put one of those on it.
And that's what they're going to do.
Ladies. Let's put one of those windows.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors and trade branches and tools like Workflow to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management. A large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved. Introducing Blueprint AI, our new experience to help you design your website. Built by designers to put even more creative possibilities in your hands.
When it comes down to OKC defense, they have no weakness whatsoever defensively. Every single person on that roster could slide their buckets at a high level. Every single person on that roster are dogs. They have zero cupcakes, zero trunk players, and that's a problem.
So I want you to watch when you put together a great team for coach, because you heard Anthony say the Thunder played like an AAU defense. So you got some tape to demonstrate what that means and why it gave Ant-Man such a tough time.
Yeah, the AAU defense is full court pickup, body after body, multiple people on your best offensive player to take the ball out of his hands. What I want you to take a look at is every time he has the ball, there's at least 6 eyes on him. He's never able to play one-on-one, and then there's 6 arms around when he's trying to get through crowded spaces, ready to contest, ready to frustrate, and ready to take the ball from him. You know, there's a reason why he shot the ball from 25 feet, because that's where the space was. So give Oklahoma City defense.
I don't understand why they're not doing that same thing to Shea. Triple Well, Tammy, make somebody else beat you. Don't let him get off like that.
Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Indiana comes back and wins game one in overtime, 138 to 135.
This is tough, especially in the playoffs. To want to get some practice, especially for after that national class. It's the best thing ever in the league, so it's one of them. So the best way to do it all that is just to let that open, making sure everybody's back. It's not really want to push it in the nation. You gotta lose, not get big shots. You never let your guard down and don't really do shit.
This is Unsportsmanlike on KC Show, coming to you live from the Barbers at Peter 17. In one of the wildest games you'll ever see and hear, all the games here on ESPN Radio, and the ESPN app, the NBA playoffs, presented by Indeed. The Indiana Pacers beat the New York Knicks 138, 135 in overtime. All right, you didn't see the game, you didn't hear the game, you hear us give you the score and the details on that. All right, sounds like a wild game one. That's great. Congrats to the Pacers winning game on the road. Series doesn't start until the road team wins. One team loses, series is started. Then we'll take the details. And then your draw. The Knicks were up 17 points in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes to go. The Knicks were up 14 points with 2:45 to go. The Knicks were up 9 in the final minute of the game. Now that's an interesting scenario, Smalls. When teams are down 9+ in the final minute of fourth quarter overtime since 1998, they are
1,414.
And now,
And now, after last night, things are 1,1414.
well, that is wild. That's crazy. That kind of thing never happens, obviously. It's the first time. Going back to lower the point total, the team's down 7 or more in the final minute of the game. How about the Indiana Pacers who have now done that 3 times this postseason alone? Are you freaking kidding me? What Indiana did last night, coming back with Tyrese Halliburton winning the shot, they sent it to overtime. His toe was on the line. That was a 3-pointer. Bounced off the back rim after he had removed himself from the paint voluntarily and went backwards to try to hit a game-winning 3. They had a Kawhi for the Raptors 2019 bounce against the 76ers off the back of the rim, straight up in the air, above the backboard, through the net. He thought he had won the game.
No, but not only that, but you must feel like this is a recurring nightmare, and you're living in a deja vu nightmare. All the same characters still at play, yet the guy with the dagger throwing up the choke sign is a different person all these years later. That is a nightmare.
And I'm looking at it now. Kevin McGuffey, our buddy sports center anchor, retweeted the New York Post back page. They have the side-by-side of Reggie Miller and Tyrese Halliburton, the choke. It's exactly the same. He literally could practice.
He executed it flawlessly.
Yeah, he said it after the game last night. He was waiting for the perfect time to break out the setting. And
Was it the perfect time, though?
He thought it was in the moment.
Listen, I thought it was too. I thought he called game boxes. I thought it was over. But then it zooms in, they did the review, and then his toe was on the line. But based on how that game unfolded in the final 2.5 minutes, you just knew, even if it went into overtime, the Knicks weren't going to win that game.
And they didn't.
They just weren't.
It felt like having Steph and Clay last night. That's what it felt like with Halliburton and Steph, and obviously, of course, Aaron Nesmith.
It's the Nesmith game. Like that, it's the Nesmith game.
6 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
It's the Nesmith game. Like Madison Square Garden, they call it the Mecca of basketball. Like it's there are so many iconic moments, NBA performances in that building. Jordan's double nickel, Steph Curry's 54, Willis Reed game 7, LJ's 4-point play in the 99 finals. And there's just so many, Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds. There are so many moments in that building. And the Pacers just added that. That's the Nesmith game. No New York basketball fan will ever forget that game. They'll never forget, especially if the Knicks lose to the Pacers in the conference finals.
Can they come back from this?
Yeah, I mean, yes, they can come back for it. I mean, it's the first of 4, so there's plenty of runway. 6 more games left to go in this series. They absolutely can come back from it. Technically, but psychologically, I don't know, Smalls. I don't know if they're going to be able to get off the mat. Again, I go back to the point. You can't really ask for a better game from Jalen Brunson and Cat. Could they have made certain plays down the stretch? Sure, you can relitigate those. But those guys played really, really well. You can't ask for much more from them. And yet, you're talking about Indiana, who was down 14 with 2:45 left to go, finding a way to win. Outscoring the Knicks 18-4 in the final 240. That is incredible. I don't know that the Knicks are going to be able to come back from this from a mental standpoint.
A mental standpoint, certainly, because that was a dagger last night, a really tough thing to overcome from a mental standpoint. But I keep thinking about from a basketball standpoint, too. Indiana is a team that plays fast. When they dictate the pace, it is very hard to win games against them. We know the depth that they have. We know how good they've been since the turn of the calendar year. Heading into last night, they were 42-16 since the beginning of the year. They have been unbelievable so far in 2025. We know that so far in these playoffs, they've been down. Evan, as you illustrated, Terry Halliburton heading into last night had already made 2 winning shots in the postseason. We know how dangerous this team is, and the Knicks had a golden opportunity to take game 1 on their floor and set the tone. And they let it evaporate through their fingers. And I don't know if they're going to be able to go. I was there too. I just said I don't think it was going to go.
And the next time, you're hovering. You're hovering around the tape. It's clearly like losing an interview behind 47. Because I feel like
The series lost.
The Pacers are going to win the series.
take this.
The Knicks are going to lose the series.
So the Knicks done.
I think they might be. I picked the Knicks in 7, and even yesterday, before the game, I was like, I don't know. The more I drill into this, and how good the Pacers have been, how deep they are, just the way they wear teams down. If it gets to 7, like I thought it would, I think I have more confidence in India. And after last night, I think they're going to get to 7. They might not be the same for the Pacers.
Yeah, if the Knicks play at that pace, where you allow a combined point total of 273, you know, they can't keep up with that. I mean, last night the Knicks had 6 guys or 7 guys play double-figure minutes. The Pacers had 9. It's just a deeper team. They have more guys that they trust. And over the course of a series, that is going to wear on you if you're playing at that breakneck pace. If Indiana scores over 120 points, they are damn near unbeatable. Check the record. So if you're the New York Knicks, you got to find a way to dictate the terms of engagement, dictate the complexion of the game, and last night they did a terrible job of that. Going up and down the court, trading buckets with Indiana ain't the way to go. You got to find a way to get stops. You got to find a way to slow it down. You got to find a way to lean into your size. You got some bigs that can give some problems to Indiana. Carl Anthony Towns dominates Indiana. We've seen it on the court. Mitchell Robinson was awesome. Defensively, awesome. The Knicks dominated the board. Like, those are the things that you have to lean into if you're the New York Knicks. And last night, they didn't do enough of that. That was not characteristic of a Tom Thibodeau coach team. Not scoring 135 points and letting your opponent score 138. So that was an identity crisis for the New York Knicks. And based on the mental toll that game 1 is going to take, it's going to be hard for the Knicks to get this series to turn in terms of how it's played.
So question for you as a former athlete. I'm sorry to say.
Thank you for acknowledging your soccer career.
You're very good. Okay. The Knicks were known throughout the first portion of the playoffs as the team that won the team back down 22 or 3 times against the Celtics. Is now that thought that is attached to that team out the window in their minds that they don't remember where the comeback team, now we're the choke team. Like, what are they thinking today? We're the team that chokes away a lead, or we're the team that can come back from anything?
Oh, we're the team that chokes the league.
They forget the Celtics come back. Yeah. And how long does that last? Until they don't choke away the lead again?
It lasts as long as the opponent is wearing those yellow jerseys. So I think this is matchup. I think this is matchup specific. And you got to remember, this is the same Knicks team that had Game 7 of the conference series in Madison Square Garden last year, and they lost to this Pacers squad. So, like, that's in your mind. The psychology of it is in your mind. So, I get it. Everybody wants to say, hey, the New York Knicks outlier, it's not going to happen again in terms of them making those consequential mistakes at the most inopportune moments down the stretch. But maybe that's who this Knicks team is because that's who the Pacers make them. We have to consider that fact, given all the information.
I think that's well said. I think you're 1,000% right about that possibility here. I'll go one other step on this. It's hard to imagine with the rest of the series that every single game and moment is not drawn back to last night. If the Knicks are not good in this, or perhaps good as we saw them, we're going to go to last night and say that's when it was lost. If they do come back, and they are great, we're going to destroy Albert. What happened last night, yeah, you can say any game one is like an indicator of what's going to happen.
Are we going to kill them for the choke signing when they won a game?
Yeah. Because it was
Premature.
yes, in some ways, yeah.
So maybe in a roundabout way, this is a good thing for New York because remember, when Reggie Miller did the choke side,
Yeah.
the Knicks actually won that series.
That's right.
So maybe in a roundabout way, New York, Tyrese Halliburton did you a favor last time.
We'll see.
I like that spin zone.
I
was listening to this because to this. No, like I sit here as a Knicks fan and look at it. Yes, Brunson scored 43 points, but he had 7 turnovers, and he got away with some of the stuff, like where they should have been turnovers. Lucky. Even when OG went to the line late in that game and missed 1 or 2, that should have been a turnover, right? There's that. Cat's played well all season against the Pacers. Bridges played well offensively in the first quarter, disappeared the rest of the game. OG, when Brunson went out, had a little spurt.
They went on a 14-0 run. And OG was the catalyst. Don't start that, man.
He didn't play well throughout the whole game.
I don't care if you don't play well the whole game. If you play well in the fourth quarter, that's when it matters the most. They were up 108 to 92. Come on, man. Don't do that.
108 to 92. Yeah, that's a hell of a lead right there.
OG didn't play well. Yeah, he did. He played well in the fourth quarter, which is when you want your players to play well. Don't try to discredit what the Pacers did by saying that OG and Mikal Bridges didn't play. Those guys
Did I bring up the fact that Miles Turner goaltended late in that overtime?
Why if you kept your challenge, then you would have been able to challenge it. You didn't. It was a terrible challenge.
It was a bad challenge.
It was fired.
That was a bad challenge on his third foul because his fourth one he picked up that you could have challenged on the fourth one.
You challenged the fourth one.
Challenged the third. The fourth one was Halliburton jumper at the foul line where Halliburton actually kicked him where you could have challenged that one. So like he challenged the third one.
He challenged the third one with the offensive foul. Yeah,
So he challenged the third one. Yeah. So like Tibbs wasn't great in that game.
No.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Seriously, no.
Jeez.
Small say it. Pacers in 5.
Right, you outside or is he inside?
Say it, Smalls.
No, he wants us to test rate to try to say it. Reverse the curse right now. That's what's happening with New York.
100%.
Anyway, we've got some energy on this show today, CC, that's for sure.
Fired up, baby. Fired up. And of course, it's 5-hour energy. You've already heard us singing the praises of 5-hour energy, but now we're singing even louder because they've introduced an incredible new flavor, Spicy Cinco de Mango. Spicy Cinco de Mango has a spicy chili flavor followed by a sweet mango flavor. That's right, a spicy energy shot. It's spicy, it's sweet, and a tad bit unhinged. And it's only available online for a limited time while supplies last. So don't wait. Head to 5hourenergy.com to order Spicy Cinco de Mango today.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN Radio. The Pacers take game 1. Will Jalen Brunson and the Knicks respond as a critical game 2? Coverage begins tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern with tip-off at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Indeed.
Known for creating memories. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers.
Back.
Include bladder and urinary tract
Looking thin as ever, too. Real thin. Yep. All right, family. Yes, sir. Ooh, I like those. Ah!
Not everybody got them.
Huh?
I said not everybody.
No, not everybody got them. Look at, show them that real quick. Wow.
The originals.
The originals. You know it's coming, y'all. Told y'all we got to get to 10,000 subscribers, though, before we start releasing merch. We was going to do it at 5,000, but it took us too long to get to 5,000. So hopefully. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with this dog? You're gonna wake these fucking kids up in a minute if you keep fucking barking.
That's probably what he going. Like, why y'all niggas not at school?
Keytruda is an
What the fuck going
immunotherapy
on?
and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
It's the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration, and it's not a celebration without you. With all the sights and laughter and fun, everyone's excited. Everyone's excited. Come join this once-in-a-lifetime celebration at the happiest place on earth, only for a limited time. Visit Disneyland.com/70 ticket offer for details.
We're good. Squad goals and squad.
Right! Shut the fuck up! Oh, I'm gonna get mad that I broke this little thing.
People are good. For you, Jim good. Let's enjoy it together. At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done.
What am I barking for?
Smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grill difference with two opportunities for just $5.
What's up there, Shanathan?
I know how to make switch-looking goggles/glasses, but I have no idea how to explain the social media stuff.
Gotta go to Kennesaw
Uses AI to create social content.
after this, or you going back to the house?
I gotta go home, put my clothes on, and go to Kennesaw.
The new McCrispy strip is here. Chip approved by ketchup, Tony Barbecue, Mr. Penny Mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy strip dip. Now at McDonald's.
Hmm? Oh yeah, they got you all over the place, huh?
Mike, we have discovered today, good morning, we've discovered we all have different people in our phones labeled differently because we learned that Pat, one of our producers, just has Canty's name and then like ESPN New York, because if he doesn't know who Canty is, that we work together every day. So in Nuno's phone, you are a former Jets general manager. Should that go away? Or
This is the guy right here.
would we like to be labeled in people's phones? Like in my
Jets,
phone,
former
it's just
manager right here.
That's what that could be.
It's one of your names right here. Yeah, that's your man. It's your old GM. Yeah, that's your GM, though. That's your team. Oh, the Jets ain't your team now. Yeah. Might as well, Hannah. Everything you needed.
How much more the Knicks could run off the day. Be perfectly know, but I think Indiana really deserves some credit.
Mike T. switching gears, the NFL owners voted yesterday, and the Eagles are going to keep this thing pushing with the Barbering Show. What did you make of the decision? What did you make of the vote? And do you think that the Barbering Show is here to stay for good, or could
One of them niggas did something.
in future
That's the owner here.
Yeah, last thing first, I think they could circle back. Clearly, the league would like it to be changed, so we all know if that's the case. There's a big likelihood of that happening. And look, I'm glad that the rules there. I mean, it's a place to learn because it's a place short yard plays for the Giants, and maybe there's a creative solution that other teams, are going to use. And that's what's great about the NFL. We look at our coaches, they're the chief strategists. Maybe they can get creative. The rules are the rules, and Philadelphia starts every series 1st and 9, but I think we have to applaud that.
Mercedes passed away, man. At 65. Murder. That's like, ain't no way. Ain't no way a billionaire dies at 65.
Right, but Michelle, I think the principle applies, which is, again, the rules are the same, and I think we should applaud a team that is doing it at a high level. So to me, I think the league got it right. I don't think you can play just because one team is better than the others. Go get a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds, or like I said, get creative. Go put in, Dr. Dave. Imagine you put somebody like William the Refrigerator Curry in. Why not get creative and try to come up with your own version of it? So you have an answer that doesn't involve legislation, it involves performance.
I think it's such a great point you're making, Mike, and I think that the follow-up is then why don't teams do that? Like, not that the Ravens would ever want somebody running the ball out of the quarterback position that's not named Lamar, but let's just use that as an example. Like, all right, they line Derrick Henry up under center and have Ricard behind him, I think he's still on the team, the fullback, and him pushing him in the end zone. Like, at the 1 yard line. Why would you not do that?
No, I totally agree. And I think we're going to see that. Like, we have the best coaches in the game. They have a ton of free time in the off season, and I think like somebody like Nick Saban to me is somebody that I always admired. When he first got to Alabama, I did very few skills like drafted early on, and by the end, you could see how his game evolved and he learned and he changed. I think that's why Nick Saban's an all-time great, and I think. What I look for as a fan of the sport, and someone that covers the sport with you guys and others, hopefully there's some interesting.
I'll say, what?
They saying we're gonna fuck around and come back and coach somewhere else.
I think he's gonna be the president of the NIL. They about to appoint somebody. Who else would it be?
This is the first time we got a chance to talk to you since the Brock Purdy contract extension news broke. Based on what the 49ers were able to do with Brock, does this open the window for San Francisco or close it?
I think it maintains it, Chris, because I think the inverse is, we talked so much in the spring about, the Browns, the Steelers, the Giants, what they're going to do with the quarterback position, and I think that's outcome determinative. I think without somebody there, you have no chance. So, look, is it ideal that they're paying, over $50 million a year? Obviously not, but again, if we're running the 49ers and we don't have Brock Purdy, you're sort of looking at the abyss.
Mike, why is it obviously not a good thing that they're paying Brock Purdy that number?
Well, again, he's an interesting guy, right? He got to a Super Bowl with a very talented team. There will be a lot of debate about him. It's just ironic, Michelle. It's a little bit like the whole Jimmy G debate for like a decade. Like, how good is Jimmy G? And I think until Brock Purdy wins the big one, there'll be similar questions. But again, like to me, if you don't have him, you really have no chance. So. I think people will always look at him and say, like, here's what he doesn't have, but I think from a team building standpoint, you have to say, here's what he does have.
Mike, I want you to take us into being in an NFL front office, because we were talking earlier in the week with Adam Schefter about the Brock Purdy deal, and they settled on 5 years, $265 million, but Adam shared with us that Brock Purdy's initial ask was $65 a year, and we were wondering why other quarterback-needy teams weren't calling the 49ers during that negotiation to try to see maybe if they could bring in Brock Purdy. If you were to, let's say, the Steelers, why wouldn't you pick up the phone and call the 49ers for Brock Purdy?
So bad.
Do a class. I was at GNC yesterday.
We did a class yesterday?
No, I said I'm about to. I just went to GNC yesterday.
Yeah, I need to do something like that.
It's not going to be ideal. It's going to be something that maybe both sides are cringing.
If I had to go to Kennesaw, I would have started up at class night.
Yeah, stomach just been. You know how you feel like you need to clean shit out? Like,
It's weighing me down.
yeah, not just that, but like sluggish and tired and, you know what I'm saying? Everything and everything. I ain't like I used to be, cuz.
Hey, you sound like that new Jennings commercial, nigga.
You need to go do something.
With the Jets coaching search, you said, hey, it's a free look. So many people with the 33rd team is hired to do that. You look at all these people. It's It's a free ask to just call the Niners. Even if they're telling Purdy can't no, it's a free ask for the Steelers to say, or the Giants to say, are you sure? Why not just make that ask?
I mean, are you being passive aggressive that you're upset that we didn't hear you? Because if you are, we should just let kind of get that out of here and get that stopped. You even did, like, we'll never know. Like,
Someone told us no one called. Schefter said no one called the Niners for Purdy. He said it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise because if the four of us were running a team and we didn't have a quarterback, every day it would be like over the top obsessive, like you need to shower every walk every day. Are we looking at the CFL? Are we looking at somebody that's dressed eligible that was hurt? Coming off of a suspension? Have we called the 49ers today? Like, we would be systematic in our approach, and I am surprised to hear that at least, a team didn't call and at least check in because, you just never know. Maybe you get John Lynch on the right day where, he's fed up. The chances of that are unlikely, but that does surprise me.
Mike, let's finish with this. Obviously, a sad day in the NFL yesterday. The passing of Jim Irsay, owner of the Indianapolis Colts, 65 years of age. When you think about his career in the NFL and his life, what first comes to mind?
Yeah, very authentic and very passionate. He was a unique person. A lot of other disparate interests, music or otherwise. But what a fascinating person, right? To literally start off as a ball boy, become a GM, and then ultimately an owner. And obviously all our thoughts and prayers go out to the Colts and their family.
Mike, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Mike Tannenbaum, ESPN NFL front office insider, or as Nuno has him labeled, ex-Jets GM. I mean, he is the ex-Jets GM and the ex-Dolphins GM. But
It's a fun gig to see what every guest is labeled as in Nuno's
In Nuno's phone, yeah.
Do you think on social and on Sports ESPN and on television on ESPN2, all of our wonderful producers who do that should actually label them that way? So, like, if somebody tunes in and they're unaware of who the guest is, and they see a picture, or they see the lower third is what it's called, like graphics on television, if it's like Nuno's phone, it may be like Mike Tanner, friend of this person, that's how, like, who, what? I think maybe we should just go based on Nuno's phone.
Known as friend of Evan in Nuno's phone.
Yeah.
FOE is what he wants to change to. We are, you know what we were saying with the Steelers and the Giants? We were saying have the zip recruiter approach. Like you have musical chairs at quarterback. Well, interview the right people fast, and Purdy was the right person. You've probably heard of speed dating. Well, I guess Pittsburgh and New York maybe didn't. But what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select the time and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Like Pittsburgh, New York, Purdy was that. You should have used ZipRecruiter for this with Zip Intro. Then you can choose
Unbelievable fucking Knicks blew that lead, dog.
back-to-back video calls like Purdy and then maybe Shador. So in the series the next day. Try it for free.
You must have known what was going to happen.
No.
It ain't no series. No series don't start until the home team lose. They want to start this shit early, huh? That happens and it makes it it's really over.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down the races, then write down the
that shit's gonna happen.
and then
You can play some of the
Right.
We're going on damn near 100 games right now.
This is beer. Beer. Exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR on these beer bottles, plus current eligible non-beer ship to 3,000 lines off purchase.
You need to, man. I don't.
That nigga got his trophy yesterday. He bought the whole team Rolexes. They probably partied last night.
Yeah.
They might be fucked up.
Tell you something. I don't like the way it looks. Man, bro. The way, like, it's real, like.
The niggas was 52% of their shots, bro.
That's because it's all from the fucking paint, and he draw a lot of fouls, bro.
which is ridiculous. I seen the fouls that he was drawing. Yeah, I can't stand James Harden game.
Iverson was on the same shit.
I ain't like James Harden. Allen Iverson was cool, but I ain't like fucking James Harden's game. Still don't really, for real. But like Shea Gilchrist, nobody be even touching him, and he go over there and fall and tumble and fall, and they call the foul.
I saw last game they fucking reviewed and they took the foul away because they tried to do the same shit, trip over his own football.
Yeah, he did that 4 times in that game, bro. Come on, dog. Like, don't give this shit to him. And he fucking too zesty, bro. He gay as shit. Fucking like super gay, dog. And I just put it.
You can see it from the interstate.
It's pretty inspirational when you see the flag of those stars. They do make the biggest strides in the U.S.
Zesty as
here
fuck.
in Texas. There's a lot of pride in putting it out. You'll see a lot of the pink and gold and colors out there.
It's awesome to see a company that displays their flag regardless of what anyone else thinks.
I am a veteran. I stand over at the bay every morning and look at that flag waving.
We have several people a day call in to show their support.
With amazing scents and friendly ingredients, Helen deodorant makes everyday yay.
Miss business calls? They're expensive. Stop missing valuable calls for good. Visit contractingmethods.com.
A setup there that they can get the best out of George Pickens with. Because I'm talking to people in Pittsburgh, George Pickens was like a miserable human being to be around every day. There were things he did in practice and on the field that frustrated coaches because it showed, in and out in terms of his attention to detail and all that kind of stuff. But I think, with Dak Prescott, he'll be the best quarterback George Pickens has had, I think, fairly easily at this point. And I think, what the Cowboys would tell you is the leadership that provides is something that Pickens hasn't had from a quarterback in his time in Pittsburgh because there's been so much turnover. And he's got 1 year left on his contract. If he wants to get paid big as a wide receiver, and that means big these days, he has to be outstanding this year.
Ding, 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 ding. I mean, to me, Lewis, that's the key. Go get a guy in a contract here. To me, there is no greater motivator. This is not meant as a criticism. There's no greater motivating tool that you could possibly have.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against it. I mean, we've seen it since the beginning of time that guys wind up having tremendous years and on their best behavior in the contract year because they understand what's at stake. But I've also been on the other side of it from a front office perspective, and you're sitting there and you know, this guy is doing everything he's doing because he knows that he wants to get paid. And he knows that's the only way he's going to. Now, what happens when we do pay him then? And since this show and since this conversation isn't about what's Dallas going to look like in 2026, well, then, yeah, maybe in 2025, we get the very, very best version of George Pickens. And that's not trying to be disrespectful. That's just being honest about it. You know why I'm trying to downplay the expectations surrounding Dallas? Is because of what everyone else in the division still has at their disposal. In particular, Washington. And the improvements that they're making. And let's not forget about Jaden Daniels. Let's not forget that this guy is of the caliber of player that really is getting the kind of talk surrounding him that Patrick Mahomes got when he was a rookie, when he had his first year starting. He's having that kind of impact on this football team, and we can't discount that. We just can't.
This is Unsportsmanlike. NBA draft continuing. ESPN. The Thunder strike first. Over 10 years respond. And two of the Timberwolves in Denver. Used to go to Houston. We'll take off today from Houston on ESPN Radio A's on ESPN. They say the whole deal.
And then they got this little cousin is trying to check him.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing, dog?
Because I kept checking, but I got a bad ankle, man. So what's wrong? You can't put Michael Conley old ass on him.
Vincenzo ain't gonna work.
We got this little cousin checking him, shaving, cooking, and stuff all his life.
Oh, but them was some bull. That was the one foul that I'm talking about. I'm like, bro, that wasn't even a foul. He didn't even touch him, bro. Take the ball and go to the ground like, dog. Shay, you's a bitch, dog. I'm sorry. Real bitch. This shit is ridiculous, man. Trying to sell calls and shit. Whole ass nigga.
Ain't nobody check him.
Ain't nobody touch him without the referee calling a foul. Canadian ass, bitch.
Imagine you fall asleep, like you worked a long day, you had to take your kids to practice, you cook them dinner, you're exhausted. You're 2:45 left, and next you're up 14, you doze off. You fall asleep with a smile on your face.
Never trailed in the second half.
You're just thinking, wow, go New York, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. You wake up, you turn on your favorite program on sports, like, why wouldn't you, special operator. And you're like, yes, I'm gonna keep my phone. I'm gonna celebrate this time.
Thank you for getting here when you did, Justin. Huh? I said, thank you for getting here when you did. Where's your car?
I jumped.
And then what?
I flew here,
You
sir.
wake up to a nightmare. You wake up to the Reggie Miller
Flew
show
here.
all over again. You wake up to Tyrese Halliburton having a truck this time, and the Pacers stealing game one. When you had a 99.8% chance to win the game when you fell asleep.
4 minutes and 40 seconds.
And it wasn't a dream. It wasn't catching up. And you're living it in real time.
17.
Yeah. Yeah, you look good. I'll be a lot more busier than not nowadays, so I apologize. Mill Creek football board member now.
And 1,414.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's serious now.
Like the association.
Like association board member. Those folks that walk around with board member shirts on and all that.
Board motherfucker.
You know, it's a little bit of something like that.
Good shit, bro.
They want me to be director next after 4 years, and I said, man, I don't know, man.
That's a lot.
Just trying to take all my little time, huh?
That's good as hell, though, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was on yesterday.
What they have you doing right now? It's like summer.
Just for summer, getting all, like, you gotta oversee. I basically gotta look and see where everybody lives and make sure that they live where they're supposed to live.
Yeah.
So we're not having people outside of the district or anything like that. We gotta make sure that Mill Creek is Mill Creek, basically. There's some other jobs that I just haven't got there yet. There's a lot of things that I have to do though. One thing is for sure, AJ and Armias get a rite of passage all the way through.
Again, there were so many things that the Knicks did that were uncharacteristic
Yep.
down the stretch. It's not what we've seen from them this
Bored
year.
now.
It's not what we're accustomed to seeing from time to time.
What they use some 10-year-olds right now.
I can't help but go into the place malls. Maybe that's who.
You still head coaching, though, right?
Oh yeah. Head coach and board member.
Yeah, I mean, think it was Giannis, then the Cavs, now the Knicks who just came off of a series win against
Mill Creek through and through now.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Ain't no turning back.
in terms of the Bucks too, those seasons back. I mean, they did that to the Knicks last year too.
We gotta make this program. We gotta bring it back to glory.
Yeah. Keep improving every year, bro. Not even necessarily the football community, adding more shit to the school.
Yeah.
Building up school, theaters keep getting renovated, Jumbotron. You got big ass fireworks show last night. I'm like, what? Didn't get none of this shit.
Oh yeah. There is fireworks out there now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When we score touchdowns, fireworks go off.
But what have we said, and what has anybody who's been around this group in New York said about this specific Knicks team, Coach Tom Thibodeau, that they are mentally tough.
It ain't always used to be like that, right?
Never. Ever. We didn't even have a Jumbotron.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, things is happening. You know, we gotta do something. Bill Buford done put 63 mil in that shit
Fucking insane, bro. Buford University.
to keep fucking losing to Milton.
in the Eastern Conference
Nah,
Finals.
whatever the fuck they be doing at nothing, bro, that shit is insane.
They got Drew on staff. Drew is getting paid by Milton.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yes, he trains their whole wide receiver and DB core. All of
That's
them.
nuts. I didn't know that.
Yes, bro. That's the same thing that I fucking
That
told
even
Mill
legal?
Creek. Huh?
Is that even legal?
Yeah, they can hire a coach to come in and train the
So
players.
but he doesn't teach the high school. He just comes in separately.
Yeah, he's a coach. He's a coach on their coaching staff.
That's crazy.
And they pay him. He's on payroll. Like, yeah.
That's pretty wild.
We can't
Not
get
like they
in
high school
contact.
does
We can't get in contact with him when the season is going. You know what I'm saying? So they pay him good money. Got championships. 2 of them, back to back. Just whooped you for that. Beat the shit out of you.
Creed, they trying to do that old school shit. The game's changing, man.
It's evolving, for sure.
100%.
We're right in the middle of this evolution.
I respect it. They're like, we're gonna raise our own. We're gonna build one. I'm like, that's cool and all, but y'all want to keep fucking losing, bro?
All we gotta do is just bring somebody like that. Yeah, we got a couple pieces that can.
Because of their style of play, how they wear teams down. And they
I
have
couldn't
the
even
depth.
imagine. I don't know what the hell would be going on if I wasn't there. Oh no, we're not doing
The
that.
fact that this next team even let their foot off the gas in that way, that tells me that
Your team can do it, but my team won't be.
dictating
I'm
the
sorry.
pace of the game, but that mentally New York felt too confident. And I picked the Knicks in 7. I'm regretting that pick today. I think it's going to be Pacers in 5 or 6.
Crazy.
I went Knicks in 6, so you know I ain't gonna be right.
Yeah.
You know I'm wrong.
That's right.
It is rare on a Thursday that a best bet is already in for Friday. But CC, you have said the ESPN bet that for tomorrow,
We're gonna live bet the Indiana Pacers if they go down by double digits against UNC.
already in. How can people join you on ESPN bets?
Oh man, listen, they gotta go to ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get it on all the action on ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking
You got
moments
win
to
everything.
moments and place to
I
place.
want Ant-Man, but it's looking like the Pacers might get it.
Pacers?
Yeah, because I don't believe Shea Gilchrist is gonna get it because I don't believe the Thunders as a franchise should get a championship before the Pacers as a franchise.
Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thunder's crazy though, man.
Man, Shea Gilchrist is a
That
bitch.
nigga is ridiculous.
He is a bitch, dog.
He's too composed.
It's
nigga.
the way he played for me, and then he be taking a little bumps and then going to the ground like nigga, you's a hoe. Stop playing like a
That
bitch.
nigga know how to play ball. That shit is crazy.
No, he don't know how to. He know how to draw
He gotta
fouls.
play current NBA ball.
Yeah, draw fouls with his ass. I
Free
can't.
throw merchant. Like,
Yes, bro. 30 points at the free throw line. At least 20. At the bare minimum, 20.
Conrad Hotel
right here, bro.
Hilton for this day.
That nigga right there, bro.
Oh, yeah. Right after this, I'm gonna start working out. It's time.
I've been slacking the past, hopefully in 5-6 days. Schedule been crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta get back on it.
Now that it's summer, I gotta work out every single day of the summer. Every single day. Normally I would have been almost done by now.
7:44. What time you start cutting now?
Oh no, I would have been done working out. I used to work out at 4
I'm
a.m.,
about
but
to
now
say.
folks are coming to show up at 4 a.m. So that means,
You work out at 3.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get up early. I like to get
good.
up early. I want to be able to. So if I start at like 8, I should be done by like 11 or 12. Emily, I will see you later. Yeah.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the rocks, bartender created cocktails.
Gonna be the last one today. I gotta work out, board member and all this shit, so I gotta make sure I look the part.
Crispy strips now with
Crazy.
Chevy trucks.
What was fully immersed?
Dependability awards for trucks than any other brand. And Chevrolet.
Full circle with this thing, ain't it?
Discover new Dopalax liquid gel. Reactivates your natural gut rhythm overnight.
Full fucking circle. I said, damn, dog.
So I look, you forgot for a second you graduated from Mill Creek too.
Huh?
So I look, you forgot for a second you graduated from Mill Creek too.
Well, I didn't necessarily graduate.
Well, what happened?
They kicked me out.
Oh shit.
But I was on some bullshit.
Now you can try Spectrum.
You know, right now we mended fences because I was on some bullshit. And I can sit up here and tell everybody, yeah, I was on some real bullshit. My mama moved me out. I never knew, like she took me away from everything that I ever knew to move me out here. So I wasn't a happy child to be out here. Okay, but now that my son goes here and things of that nature, and then my sister, before my son went there, my sister graduated from there and graduated with honors and everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was me being an asshole. I was fighting kids. I was tripping out here because I didn't want to be here. She moved me out here from California. My uncle just got murdered. My cousins, you know what I'm saying? One cousin went to they split us all up. So I didn't want to be here. I had thought that I was gonna raise hell up in here. Fuck that. And then at that time it was a different Mill Creek.
Yeah.
It was a lot of Confederate flags. So, you know, a lot of racism around here at that time. It's not like that really no more. A lot of those teachers are gone that was super racist like that.
Yeah.
And you know, they you know, now it's a little bit different, you know what I mean? You get some of it with some of the, you know, teachers or whatever. But for the most part, it's pretty it ain't what it used to be. I remember when it had first started and how fucking racist it truthfully was. But now, it's different. It's way different. And if I wouldn't have been on no bullshit, if I wasn't from LA trying to be a rebel, then I probably would have flew underneath the radar and been cool.
Yeah.
But the fact that I was on the bullshit, they had to do what they needed to do.
What year did you go there?
I got kicked out in 2006.
Oh, yeah.
We talking early 2000s. We ain't even hit 2010 yet. Yeah, man. So they wasn't playing with me. I got there in 2004. 2006, it was like, oh yeah, no.
But it could be something bad waiting to happen. And if you're the NFL, do you really want to deal with that? After everything else
And I got kicked out for some shit that I didn't do. That's the cold-blooded part. I got kicked out for somebody named Roscoe Dash.
I didn't agree with this, but CC and
Yeah,
others have
he had
talked
kicked
about
this
stuff
boy in the
recently that
face.
might not be that
He was all in the bathroom watching this boy get beat up.
entertainment business.
And we had on the same shoes. He kicked that boy in the face. And that was that, boy. That teacher came in and said he saw me kick him. No, the fuck you didn't. I didn't even touch him. I didn't touch him at all.
Crazy, nigga. It's a wild story, nigga. Roscoe Dad got kicked out of school, nigga.
Yeah, Roscoe Dad got me kicked out. He had a baby at the time and I didn't want to snitch. And plus, it's like, you can't snitch inside of the panel room, dog.
Yeah.
If you snitch one time, bro, you a fucking snitch for the rest of your life.
Damn, nigga.
Yep, on the street and everything. So I'm like, man, I ain't no snitch. I ain't snitching on nobody. Fuck that. I know what happened, but I sure ain't about to snitch and tell you what happened. In the panel room. And they didn't like that. And, okay. Well, you know what? In order to get back to the Mill Creek High School, you got to do 100 hours of community service. So, man, you got me fucked up. But you think I'm somebody's bitch? My mama slapped me in the motherfucking back of my head, dog. My mama slapped the shit out of me when I was in there talking shit.
Wow.
Yep. So from there, you know, it's been a fucking struggle ever since. Beard.
Well, goatee.
Now you want to keep it, huh? See,
I don't know.
I told you
You
that
fucking
would
with it
happen.
sometimes, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kind of put me on that shit. I don't know. Kind of fucking with it. Babyface shit get old.
It told you.
Stashing goatee look.
This year come off like typical
Look at
Patriots.
that, you know, early 20s look.
You know if it was the Pats, it would be eliminated.
I fuck with it. I be having to shave it off whenever I do shows though. My fucking dad.
Oh, yeah.
About America.
Yeah.
A couple people say, hey, maybe the Eagles are. This would actually indicate the Eagles are really likable. Because hey, we don't want to target them.
Preserve, I hear what you're saying. He's like, preserve your youth. You want to look as young as for as long as possible. So when you put on that figurehead as aging you, I'm like, all right, bro. All right, I'm not going to fight you on
The
it.
kind of team you want to learn more about because the comparisons they make from Howie Roseman to winning a second Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand because, you know, when you get older, you're older.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be older. You know, when you get older, you know, looking young. So while you look young, you got to look young as long as possible.
Exactly. Brother, yeah, I mean, you making sense. I don't want to hear that shit, but you make sense. I could at least rock a little goatee. I gotta have a full beard, but I can't rock a little goatee. He's like, nah, shave it off. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah. Pops was here last night?
Yeah, he left last night too.
Damn.
2 a.m. I'm like, you bugging. Drove in the morning, graduation, didn't even sleep, and drove right back out. I said, you can
go right back to Tennessee?
Yeah.
You went back home, huh? Damn.
Yeah, my other brother graduation right now, actually.
Damn! Holy shit, in Tennessee. Wow.
So kudos to you, Pops. I said, that's crazy.
A lot going on.
Yeah. I would have just flew.
I mean, what, y'all are like 2-3 hours away or something like that?
Like three and some change, 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, so at least he know how to still manage his time and get to y'all.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, who we all can say is like the #1 owner in the
This shit crazy, bro. Shop. Every time I go back to Milk, I'm like, yo, this shit make me feel old as hell, bro.
When you go back to Mill Creek?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And seeing Divine graduate, I'm like, bro, I feel like I was just walking, bro, through the first day of school. Like, hey, bro, lock in, don't be in here on bullshit, bro. Your life starts now. I'm like, damn, that was 4 years ago, and this nigga's graduating right now. But that's crazy as hell, bro.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how fast time go. How old are you now?
22.
Yeah. Damn, I met you when you was like, what?
15, 16.
Damn! 15, 16?
Freshman in high school.
Woo! You know I just pooted, so I got stomach hurting and shit in the morning.
Yeah.
Take us a good doo-doo after this. And then start that workout, man.
I got one cooking up for sure, nigga. My stomach killing me. I got one cooking up for sure, nigga.
Gotta go and do mine 9,000 to 10,000 steps today.
You should get an Apple Watch, bro.
An Apple Watch?
Or a Fitbit. I like an Apple Watch because you can the integration with your phone and everything.
Yeah, I got one. I have one up in this motherfucker. I just gotta find it.
Yeah, I use that shit a lot, bro. Tracking my steps and calories, my sleep, my blood oxygen, my resting heart rate.
You know, your phone does all that too.
It's not as accurate though, because like the watch is actually tracking your vitals because it has those sensors built into the watch. Like it tracks your quality of sleep, like how long you're in REM sleep, which is like your deepest stage of sleep. Like your blood oxygen levels, your resting heart rates, because like your phone can track it, your steps and stuff, but it can't like your watch automatically logs everything for you because it's just connected. So it tracks for however long you wear it, tracks and it keeps with dates and your progression with your fitness goals and everything. It's just like automatically does it for you.
Oh, you like this play so much?
My resting heart rate is like 54, 55.
That's exactly what mine is.
Fucking crazy.
When I was going to the clinic, that shit got scary low, like 47.
What the fuck, man?
Well, they just told me that I was just like, They told me, like, it's like, you must not stress at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. You're stress free, bro.
Yeah. I tell folks, bro, I control what I can control, and whatever the fuck I can't control, I ain't worried about that shit.
That's insane. That's like fucking cross country athlete level, bro.
Yeah, that's what they was telling me.
Yeah, that's insane.
Resting heart rate was fucking low. I wish I would have saved some of those things. All the time, it was 52, 53. What my heart rate was, and then the all-time low was like 47, 46. And that's why I was at like 221. When I'm like 220, man, my fucking heart, it's like it's not even working at all. But that means that's good. It's like it's effortless to pump blood throughout my body. Because I had been chunkier before throughout my life. So whenever I don't have a lot of weight on my body, my heart just, this shit works like a real unit.
Little things.
Not working hard.
Little things that reveal hidden opportunities. Through the power of daily life. Inside.
Crazy. Like 40s is nuts, bro.
Little things that add up to something big.
Calm, bro. Don't let nothing get up under your skin. In good shape, eating good, sleeping good. You know, all those things play in a factor.
I'm sleeping shit right now. I'm getting like 4 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Everyday Media, what's up, what's up? Destiny, what's up, what's up? We're at 1.4 million views nowadays.
Damn.
Yeah. Were you around when we started?
Yeah.
Word. 1.4 million views, about 5,000 subs.
That's really good, bro. Keep fucking doing that shit, bro.
Keep building.
Keep doing that shit.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, it took Mr. Beast 4 or 5 years on YouTube to become what he's become. And they paid him $600 million. I don't need $600 million, bro. Nah, fuck that. I'm not YouTube until $600 million. I'm not about to do all of that. Yeah.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Bananas.
Did you just hear what you just said, nigga?
Yeah, bro. 600 mil in a year, bro.
Nigga, bro, that's fucking
He
wild,
made
bro.
more money than LeBron James has made NBA wise. He's made more than LeBron James' NBA contracts. All for YouTube videos.
You should maybe try out Twitch, bro.
I tried it. I need to try TikTok. That's what's gonna blow us up even faster.
TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
Figure out a way to run through, to use all of them. So there's a way to do it, like to run all at the same time.
That should be crazy.
There's a way to do it. I'm looking for that shit.
Yeah, look into it because we can go viral. Especially the conversations we be having up in here.
Biggest thing for Twitch is you getting those subs though.
Yeah.
When you get subscribers on Twitch, they pay you every month.
Yeah. I got some memberships on here.
Yeah.
They pay $2.99 a month for a membership. You see exclusive videos. I haven't posted on there in a little minute, and I will. It's just, man, I've been so busy. I wish I had a department that allocates specifically for the video side, but we will one day.
Yeah, soon, bro. Really big soon. Gotta find somebody who's passionate as fuck about specifically editing and content, and niggas will be willing to work for free. If they're super passionate about it and they're just getting started, or they're trying to really get into it more so, like they'll work for free if you find the right person that's really will lock in. Because I found people like that in Orlando, just like working on like people who I'm doing, because I'm doing a lot of production for other people's projects right now.
Yeah.
And people I'm using for like videos and stuff. It's just cats that have the equipment and they're hungry to work. Like they're not. I'll still give them a little bread just off the love, but they're not willing. They're not looking to get paid, and they have the work ethic to get shit done. So
right.
The team. So I'm like, anything I'm not good at, bro, I gotta find somebody.
Find somebody else that
passionate about
specializes.
it. Exactly. Okay. There's a way to do it. It's just like you start the stream on this like it's like a website or a software, and it just sends it out to all your accounts at one time.
There we go. And then it's all streaming at once.
Exactly. That Twitch shit, like niggas are making bread off that.
That's Kai Sanat for sure. He on Twitch going crazy. Yeah, like lately our numbers been up and down, and it's probably just because of the change in the world right now.
Yeah.
So like 3 days ago we had like, let's say 150, 175 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So it'll go up and it'll go down. We just gotta go roll and throws with the battle. Right now we're trying to break through that 5,000 subscriber mark. It's supposed to be 5,000 subs before June. 5,000 before June, and you know we'll definitely fucking figure this shit out.
There's one triple. Don't worry, there's plenty more. Here he comes again. Pacers down by 8, 30 seconds.
So here it is. It's already 8 o'clock. That's crazy. I should be done working out by like 11 or
12.
I have to ask you one time. That sounded. How did you feel about that? That right there.
Great. I'm about to start using it now. Yeah, it's been 2.5, 3 years since I used it.
So it builds up steam or it's just heat?
It builds up steam. You put water in this thing right here.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And then you plug it in the back of it, and you turn that timer on. That bitch get hot as shit. You sit in here, zip it up, your head comes out right there. And then after that, like I gotta get ready to clean that whole shit out and everything. Cause it's been a while, it's all dusty and shit. So I'm about to take care of that. So normally I'll lift my weights or whatever muscle group I'm working on that day. Lift until it's exhausted. Then after that, I'll go outside and I'll walk I'll try to get at least 10,000 steps, man. Walk to run, run a couple mailboxes, walk a couple mailboxes. That's my motto. Full speed. Then after that, after I'm done, let's say like 3-4 times around the neighborhood, maybe 5 or 6. Just depends on how many steps. Then I'll come back in here after that, sit in this sauna for an hour, then take a shower, then go to sleep. Yeah, so I gotta get, mentally I've been preparing for that for the last like month and a half, 2 months. It's not easy to go back up there like that, stay there. Yeah.
If I would have known it was a 2, I would not have done it. I think I might have wasted it. If I do it again, then I might do myself a 4 or 5. So don't plan on this.
I mean, Reggie did it in '94. This
I don't even be. Like I ran here today. Anytime I'm home. Like I could have drove, but I just like get a quick jog in the morning. Like 4 minutes.
So you ain't no car here?
Nah. I was like, I'm not gonna put 14 hours of driving and all the miles on my car just to be here for 5 days. So I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I gotta be here.
Is that how far you stay? 14 hours away?
Well, 7 hours there and then 7 hours back.
Damn, yeah, I'm not driving 7. Well, I mean, I did drive 12 to Texas.
Hell no.
You did go to Texas though. You got 2nd place.
These comeback stars are tough to beat
in
Dallas,
All-Stars.
although with the Northern men in town, one thing
Election, bro. I used to hate pictures, bro, and I see the value in the shit.
Yeah, because you get to see time. It's the only thing that shows you time. AJ from here to here to here to now there. Oh man, you didn't even see what I posted about AJ the other day, did you? You know we got baby Aaron Donald, right? I gotta show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Killer shit?
No, it's just the fact that I've seen some shit before. And I'm like, damn. Yeah, it's a thing that came in when somebody left the door open. So it said Aaron Donald, a retrospective. See all that? Triple team, quadruple team, quintuple team.
Insane. No, that's nuts.
That's crazy. That's a highlight picture right there,
That's
bro.
nuts.
That's it right there.
That's nuts.
Yes,
that
bro.
early is crazy.
That's what I'm
Getting
saying.
quadruple team in youth league football is nuts.
You better do something, dog. I tell them, look, y'all better do something. Don't worry, because believe you me, when I tell you this, y'all can do that all this time, but if we keep catching shit like that on film, some coach is gonna be like, who the fuck is that? A coach that, who the fuck is that?
And another thing with that too is if he's taking up all them damn blocks, somebody better be making a fucking tackle.
Thank you.
If he's taking up 4 heads, bro.
Thank you.
But I mean, there's 10 other niggas that should be making a play somewhere.
Somewhere.
Like
somewhere.
That's crazy.
Woo-wee. Yeah. Man, AJ is he's on his way though, man. He's evolving. He's getting older. He's growing. I think he's like 5'3", 5'4" now, somewhere up in there. About 160 pounds. I've been trying to get the weight off. The shit won't come off. No matter when I change his diet, no matter what, his stomach just goes flatter. That's all that happens.
Yeah.
But the meat on the arms and shit like that, and the legs, that's there. That shit ain't going nowhere. And I done tried everything. I done tried for 2 fucking years right now to have him eat vegetables and have him eat the shit correctly. His body's not going nowhere. It's just a fucking big kid. Right now he's in shape. He's been in the sand for the last 2 months. The last 9 weeks we've been in the sand. Training on Sundays.
You got a jump rope?
Not yet. We got one in here. I got to get him that. That's gonna be the. But see, I don't want to take too much. I don't want to take no weight off of him.
Nah, that's just gonna drop off that body because it's not. It's like steady state cardio.
Yeah.
That's what you want to keep it. So like, if you're trying to just like lose like some body fat and keep on losing muscle mass.
Yeah.
That's what a steady state cardio like. Just like incline walking or just going for a walk, like getting those steps in, and doing the jump rope too. Not only is that gonna help get lean out some. But with your agility too, it makes you light on your feet, and that was my biggest thing. Like going into like junior year, I started jump roping a lot because it makes you agile, light on your feet. So if you can be that strong but still graceful on your feet, that's when you get really dangerous.
He's on his way though, man. He's definitely on their scouting report, and he has made a name for himself on that field. Now, our thing is to recruit these dogs if we can, or we build them. I'm more so on the building side of things. Yeah. You know, I ain't trying to recruit nobody. Fuck all that. We're gonna fucking do this shit right over here like we got to do, and we're gonna get our shit out the mud. You feel what I'm saying? Just gotta figure it out.
It's time to listen to science. One a day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One a day, science that matters.
These are the times I'm like, damn, I wish I went to school in Georgia, bro. Be here for shit like this, bro.
What? For that, the haircuts
young,
and
bro.
shit.
Young niggas, the haircuts too, but young niggas, bro, like, take PJ up to the field, like, you know what I'm saying,
man.
PJ, this nigga is rocking in, bro. This nigga is big as shit, bro. I'm trying to come back, I'm like, why is this nigga so damn big, bro?
This guy is so fucking tall. It's not even fucking funny. EJ has grown so much, and that's the funny thing because I'm like, as I'm watching PJ, I remember when he was right here, and then I'm like, holy shit, it's the same fucking thing. EJ was right here. talking about some, that's not her friend. Dog, had me crying up in there. Now, we the colony dirt. What's up, what's up? Now though, I'm like, oh shit. When I see PJ walking around, I'm like, oh shit. That's gonna be AJ here soon here. How tall is your mom? 5'6", 5'7". Ray's 6 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
How tall is your dad though?
6'3".
Alright, so I'm like 6'2", right? So,
Oh yeah.
bro, that's, and I be measured, I be like, yeah.
He can't be shorter than 6 foot.
I know, well, no. He can't be shorter than 6'4".
Impossible. Yeah.
He should be your
size.
size.
Yeah. On my side, yeah.
Yo, that's everything we need right there. With the meat on the bones too. Yeah, this year, like I'm gonna have him doing this both legs like that, and then come back slow.
Twitch.
Yup. Boom. Come back slow. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Rock said. It
hips too.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm do that shit like a
fire up. Boom.
Hips. That's where all
down
that
slow.
power comes from, bro.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Hips.
I'm be doing it with him. I'm starting to slow down now that I'm 36, but I ain't gonna slow down too much to where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get to a good point, and we're gonna keep it rolling. I hear a bunch of kids talking about love don't help them recruit. Is this true?
I don't know about that one. That's a wild thing. Coach over here has put more people in college than anybody in recruit.
See, so Divine was like, real love ain't put my name on the list. I said, well, Divine, you know a lot of that shit is...
Fucked up, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, what? I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
You gotta remember this nigga, like, bro, he got other students to think about. You can't fuck up the relationship with other schools because Brian Divine right now, historically, you're not a good asset. Your grades aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
You can play the. Everybody knows you're a fucking impeccable athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Your grades aren't there, and you have behavioral issues. You also have a drug thing on your record now.
Oh.
So you're a liability to any program right now, and you have to earn that. So if I was a letter, I wouldn't put you on the list either. Because if you go to somebody, let's say I recommended you to Georgia, you go to Georgia and you fuck up, you get arrested, blah blah blah. They're not gonna come back from a break.
And it's gonna fuck up for everybody from here on out.
Fuck the relationship for anybody that comes to school now. So at the end of the day, if you do the right shit, you got the grades, even if you don't got the grades, if you do the right thing, and you're passionate about football and you work your ass off and you're good, you're gonna put your name there and you gotta drop it. If you don't show up and you don't mind your program and you don't do what you're supposed to do, what is he gonna do? Lie?
Right. That's a fact. And that's what I told him. I said, well, I don't know, man, because the last few years, there's been a lot of kids going to college. I haven't seen it.
Even before he was head coach, bro, like, when he was just on the offensive line coach, bro, he was putting so many niggas into school, getting into college, bro.
And I think, truthfully, I think he really does. I believe, in my heart of hearts, that he gonna stick around for AJ's class. I believe that. Just because he ain't never, y'all ain't never seen it to where y'all had a player out there running the stadium while y'all out there practicing. Have y'all ever had that? So.
Oh, they saying like niggas doing stadiums as punishment?
No. Me and AJ run that stadium now while the team is practicing, bro.
Yeah.
So I see love watching us over there while we doing our thing. In the off season, getting ready. You know what I mean? He fucked with my little family, bro. Like he rocked with it, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of politics that happened to get me up in here. And I know that he respected and loved Buddy that was there before me. But it's a different level of respect over here. Because we put that time in and we put that work in. Everybody else ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
You're like, man, no, they really dedicated for real, bro. They out here running the stadium in the summer. They could be doing anything, but they're out here really running the stadium in the summer.
I feel well, Coach Levy is a very justifiable man.
Yeah, I
Very,
figured that
very
too.
reasonable.
Definitely figured that. I knew he was
I've
solid,
never-
bro.
Yeah, he's a real G, bro. I got a lot of respect for Coach Beverly.
Yeah, man. If you do what you're supposed to do, then you know, then he'll look out for you.
That's it. That's it, bro. When I was on bullshit, he's like, yo, Prince, like, what's going on? Are you gonna lock? Are you basically like, are you gonna lock the fuck in? Like, what's going on? I got on my shit. He was my biggest fan.
Yep. And see, and he knows. He knows where AJ comes from. He knows. Every time he see my wife, he say something to my wife. He say hi. Like, hey, where's my dude at? Where's AJ? He loves offensive linemen.
Yeah. He was the best offensive line coach in Georgia.
Yeah, so I told him, we gonna make AJ. If he not gonna be, if AJ don't want to, you know, I want him to go both ways.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want AJ to play on the freshman team. Ever. Freshman year, he come in playing varsity. Fuck that. I gotta have him ready for that though.
Yeah.
They can't just give it to him. He gotta be ready, dominate.
I think 100% he will be. The training and development he's getting now, bro, the niggas are not getting at this age. A lot of kids are not getting at this age. I think it's becoming more common now.
Yeah, it is more common now.
But
it ain't everybody in the program.
Exactly.
AJ's the only one over here that does that. Like that. You know what I'm saying? In the Mill Creek cluster, like he's going to be the guy. You're gonna build your team around him later on. Okay, we got this piece right here. Okay, that's good. Now we need to build pieces around that. He's getting better. That's all that's happening. It's just getting better. His stance is better. Now it's a real stance.
Yeah.
Defense and offense. He know to cock that foot on defense. On offense, he know he just like
Balance.
right here. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
balanced. So now he knows. And that's why I'm like, damn. He's strong as shit. When he go to hit me, I'm like, well, don't you fucking hit me like that.
I remember, I was like, yo, this nigga strong as shit.
Yeah.
It just felt like, damn, nigga, my chest hurt and shit.
Like fucking real strong. So imagine, that was like 2 years ago when he was 8.
Yeah.
He's 10 now. He gonna run miles. He gonna run 3 to 5 miles on Saturdays, and then on Sundays he get in the sand. That's what I'm saying. The fucking weight ain't wet nowhere. I done changed his diet. He's just still fucking thick. Just real.
Probably, like, even like what's so important is like what I realized once I started like really like dialing in on the details of my body is you either think you're eating like whether you're bulking, you think you're eating enough, or because you think you're like actually in a deficit, where you're not eating enough.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's actually so important to track like the measurements and everything because
How much you eat.
exactly the maintenance as a kid. He's a grown kid. He's an athlete. So if you're probably thinking, oh, like he needs enough fuel, but he could be overeating based off of what his body actually needs versus calorie maintenance. So it's like it's down to at the end of the day, it's just science. Like nobody's body is going to outdo physics unless they have a condition. So if your body regularly needs 2,300 calories, which I would assume he's somewhere between 1,600 and 2,300 calories as a kid. If he's doing that, but he's actually eating 2,400, he's just gonna keep the weight on. He might get a little flatter, but his weight is not gonna necessarily move.
Stay there.
Yeah.
You need to. Well, I wanted to make sure that I ain't turn him off of this shit too early.
Yeah,
So I still let him do what he do. I mean, I'll put little things here and there. I'll still let him eat, hamburger, french fries, and shit like that. He's a kid.
Yeah.
I gotta still let him do that. By the time he gets like 13, 14, and 15, that's when we completely gonna pull the rug.
Yeah.
And it's over with. You
Wake
know
up,
what I'm
let's
saying?
go.
Yep. That's when that testosterone get in there.
Exactly.
When that testosterone.
Start lifting like 7th, 8th grade.
Yep. Start lifting like crazy.
6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms that Tyler makes you
Nobody gonna be stronger than that dude. Strong as fuck. I want him bench pressing fucking 8 plates. Fucking eating weights. Just keep building.
As long he has a natural strength. Right now, where I see he needs to do most is just the footwork and the hips. Once he masters that, that's when he's gonna be a fucking problem.
Yep.
Real fucking problem. He can be quick with his feet and light on his feet at the same time, still having that controlled aggression, that controlled strength.
Yep.
Over.
That's why we go to Drew, baby. Exactly why we go to Drew. We're gonna play with it. Go right to the best.
Gonna be a fucking problem. For sure.
Love to launch. Shop LGC with unit launcher solutions at LG.com.
I was hired to compare hundreds of travel sites at once. I like to do things myself.
Yes.
No machine is better than me.
Love everybody. Hey y'all.
Step one and done. Ready for a history lesson?
Amelia Earhart had her very own fashion line.
Today was a pretty good one too. This is our last one today, y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming on in today. I appreciate y'all sticking around since 4:30 this morning. Here we are running on 8:30. We about to hit our 4th hour now. Okay.
Nationally recognized and accredited, so I know I'll be graduating from a program that employers respect. Learn more.
Thank y'all for y'all's continued support, for real. I really do appreciate it. And we thank y'all for showing up to every single episode, every single day, like we get it done. Today's Thursday, the kids are out of school, and Ant must start his train to get back right. I was super chunky a long time ago. I'm not super chunky no more. But before we even get back to that point, we got to get back in the laboratory. So, we added some muscles and all that good stuff, but we haven't been able to keep the work going since Ermias has been here and Ray started working. Well, now that we got somebody here to watch Ermias, which is the other 2 kids, now Dad get to step back into his role of working out again. And, which is what I'm gonna do, y'all. So I would take y'all on the journey, and I've been thinking about coaching volleyball this summer at the Boys and Girls Club here. Oh yeah, do that. Look, you're gonna make a difference in people's lives, especially the babies. They always gonna remember you, especially if you're good to them. They always remember somebody being good to them, you know, and they'll love you forever. I got so many kids that come up to me and they call me coach and they give me hugs and they be like, what up? And I'll be like, what up? And you know what I'm saying? It's all love out here. The parents, they love me. I love them. Sometimes they get on my nerves a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It all comes with the job. You know what I mean? They blame everything on coaching though, just know that. It ain't never the player, it's always coaching. So you gotta be willing to take the blame if you lose. And it would be your best player if y'all win. So the coach don't really get no credit for real. He get vilified if he lose. No credit if he win. That's just how I go. I know I love my old volleyball coach. She was a GOAT for real. Oh yeah. Ooh shit.
Lower back.
Yep, going on. Oh yeah, I feel much better now. I've been standing in that position this whole time. Oh yeah, I feel great. They said pop, 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 pop. Kickball is fun as shit. Volleyball is fun too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So this is our first day back, and I don't want to miss today. We about to roll into 8:30. So I used to spend a whole bunch of time. But if I can get like, let's say like 5 to 8 sets on whatever I'm doing in my muscle groups and whatever I'm doing, I'll be all right. And if I get outside and do that cardio like I'm supposed to do, I'll be all right. And then get back in here and sit in that sauna I'll be all right. Kids got to clean up anyway. So, yeah, y'all. That's what we on today. We are going to get it done today, y'all.
That should be crazy. That for WNBA, like when they graduate college, they go right into the WNBA season.
Immediately.
Crazy.
Don't even, there ain't no time.
Lynx go up by 5, they want to win by 4. As Paige Beckers have come to still out for the first one of the season.
How do the Knicks come back from what we saw yesterday? Can they come back? J.D. Bickerstaff joining the program.
Hopefully in about 6 months to about 2 years, y'all, we'll be looking the way we want to look. It takes about that long for things to stick. See, a lot of the times, folks just want to work out, lose a little bit of weight, and then they stop. And then their body go right back to what it was.
Daisy's
No.
pure natural cottage cheese.
Hey, that was a brick.
Nigga throwing them bricks.
Yep.
This nigga Halliburton is hooping.
Yes, he is. I love to watch this shit, too. And they get on my nerves. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on in today. I appreciate it. We about to get into workouts. I'll bring y'all on later on once we get in deep. It's about to be a struggle bus right now. Shit, and last day of school, I just let the kids stay home. My husband's nephew graduated from high school. Oh, yeah. No, I had mine go to school so I can relax. I had to be able to relax. So, yeah, y'all. But it's 8 people in here now. Thank y'all for coming on in. Workout stream, yes. After we start getting there, it's going to be a struggle bus. But as always, we the colony. Out.